Good afternoon, everybody. This is Elizabeth at Club Jack, Sunday afternoon, 1-1 no limit Texas Hold'em. We are ready this afternoon for a very, very exciting game. We stream as much as possible on Saturdays and Sundays with a special pot limit Omaha stream every Wednesday. The current moment, Gary, our dealer for this afternoon, is finding the button. We've got a very exciting lineup for you this afternoon. If you'd like to join us, please come by at 165 Outer Loop or give us a call at 502-999-5496 to secure your spot at the table.
We're ready to go.
Seat 6.
So are you done using your cell phone?
It's in my pocket.
You gotta put it right here. If you need it, just come get them over here.
It's fine.
And who else have cell phone?
Just tell Ronnie he could watch these. Who, Ronnie? Ronnie, they could watch it on.
So if you guys want to text your friends, you can go over here and text them, let them know that it's going to be on Club Jack, right? And on the logo like that.
So this is what it says. That's going to work, right? Club Jack. You would look for that.
So tell them to go to YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, all three of them. Go to YouTube.
Facebook.
There you go. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
$1.
And Club Jack.
Yeah, that's 1-1. Yep.
Yeah, that's 5.
That's it. And then you get 15-minute delay, so they won't see you.
Okay, cool.
And you can come grab your phone anytime you want.
Cool. One more question. Why don't we check some?
Drinks over here, right? Yeah. Coffee is right here. I can make it for you. Black and cream. Black coffee, you got it. Anybody want black coffee?
No, but speaking of delay,
I'll have a little cream, little sugar.
our time's been rolling for 10 minutes, man.
That's why I give you guys extra for all the time that you got buy in. I'll give you another 10 minutes. That's no problem.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, little big.
Little bit.
Want some lights?
Yep, there you go. One more thing.
There you go.
Yep.
They done? Is that what's happening?
Get them on those squares.
Alright guys, we're going to be getting started. In the 9 seat, we've got Mark D with Jack King
We'll
offsuit.
let you know if
And if anyone wants to make a joke, go ahead, but I will refrain since we're on stream at the moment.
9 call.
We've got B for his first hand of the night, picking up pocket aces, decides to raise it up to $10. Good for you, B. You played on our live stream yesterday, and unfortunately, you just couldn't get any good cards. Looks like we are starting you off right today. Mark,
calls.
in the 7th seat with 9-8 suited, does decide to give you a call. And Mark D, looks like we've got 2 Marks on the live stream today. So, pardon me if I do mess up a little bit with Mark B and Mark D. And somehow he flops aces full.
Checks. 3 checks.
Unfortunately for B, Mark does not have anything on this board and is drawing completely dead on this flop. Very exciting first hand for B. Unfortunately for him, there's not going to be any action.
Check your hand.
I did check.
Check.
No, I didn't check.
I didn't check.
He is going to bet out. Looks like about $12. $7, excuse me. We're going to get a, looks like a check raise from Mark, I guess repping either the ace or the 6 in this instance. Unfortunately for him, B confusedly just makes a call there.
3
Right
calls.
behind you is going to be very hot. I'll put it way back. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
Good. Are you good for the ice cream?
Oh, I'm not even doing that.
Mark with the first option in the small blind. Looks like he's pondering a bet and does bet out for $20 there. Imagine we're going to see a quick raise from B here. Now I can't tell if he's just trying to slow play his opponent here, if he's actually pondering. Okay, there we go. We got a large raise up to $55. And Mark B is going to rightfully let go with his 9 high in this instance.
We're going to go to Indiana and get raped to death.
Because I asked for his real ID.
Oh, really? For his ID?
Yeah. And you want my real ID?
He's on the run.
The fugitive.
Yeah.
What,
I saw him on Dayline or something.
You want my ID? With the government?
It is an adjustment coming here after being used to playing at the casino. Because I'm just not used to initially being down. It feels like you're initially down as soon as you walk in the door.
Yeah, but you know, there's a dealer from over there that comes over here, and we was talking about the rate the other night.
Yeah.
And on a $60 pot, they're taking $12.
Yeah, I figured the
You don't, and
math.
they do it where you're not really
3
paying.
folds.
You're not really, you know, it doesn't feel like it
4
because you're not
folds.
reaching in your pocket and paying it. They're taking it out of the middle.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Oh,
to
I'm
pay.
sorry. 2 did call first. 2,
They're pumping through hands.
4 fold.
You know, the deal is fast.
Yeah.
6 call.
So,
Christian in the 6 seed is going to pick up the same 9-8 suited that our friend had last hand.
8
It looks like we're going to get a raise from Adam with pocket 3s in the small blind. Quick fold.
I figured like math-wise.
Christian is going to make a call. And we're going to go heads up to a flop.
Still that initial hit that you feel, so.
Well, this is not good news for Christian, considering he flops top pair versus Adam's bottom set. Christian is going to lead out for $10 here after a quick check from Adam.
8 calls.
I like a smooth call right here. I could also see a check raise. A 6, giving Christian now a backdoor straight draw. Gut shot to a 7.
6 bets 15. 8 calls.
Christian's going to continue out with $15. We're going to get a quick call. The river is a queen, essentially a bust card, a blank on this
8 check 6.
quick showdown, and Christian gets the bad news.
Firing without me checking, so I was hoping he was firing on the last one too.
Nice flop on a pair of 3s.
Thank you.
Do what?
So that's a nice flop.
To those of you who are new to our live stream, might be wondering what those yellow chips are on the table. Those are our tipping chips for today. Our wonderful dealer Gary will be tipped with those instead of our white chips. That way we keep the chip total accurate for our friend Jackie in the back room, who is tracking the action for us this afternoon.
Three folds, 4 folds. 6 folds,
Looks like we're going to get a quick series of fold arounds
folds.
to Mark in the small blind with pocket 5s.
9 checks.
Decides to check it down, and we're going to go heads up to a flop. Blind versus blind. Unfortunately, neither of our players connect with this board. However, Mark's pocket 5s are the best hand at the moment. DJ does have a gut shot with a jack, and now Mark's got a flush draw with the diamonds, but neither player especially strong or confident in their hand at the moment. DJ does pick up a pair of 3s with this turn card. But with that 8 on the river, Mark's hand is best, and we get a quick showdown. Tony under the gun is going to put in a little limp with ace I8 suited.
7 folds, 8 folds, 9 folds.
Hey, we doing a cash hand today?
2
And we're going to
checks,
go
3
3 ways to a
jacks, 3
flop.
players.
Huh?
Want to do the mystery hand?
Yeah.
Two checks, 3
Where
checks.
DJ and Tony both pick up a gut
players.
shot.
2 checks.
Tony with the best hand at the moment checks his ace, is going to bet out his ace, and we've got DJ and B both on flush draws now.
2 folds.
But B does elect to show and fold.
I could pick a card that I want to see.
I was watching the thing yesterday, been watching your cards. Oh, I'm sorry. Watching your cards, and it was just like all day. God. You.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And then you got those pocket nines, and I was like,
Yeah,
come on, man, win with these, bro.
I
You
know.
did.
I did. I won. I think that was the only hand the whole
Now,
string.
for those of you who are
I
just
probably
joining
looked super
us
tight at the table,
this
but then
afternoon, this is a 1-1 no limit Texas Hold'em game with a buy-in ranging from $40 to $200. We do have, looks like, 1 seat open, so if you're sitting at home thinking, I could do that, come on in. We'd be happy to have you. Alright, Christian, under the gun, is going to pick up ace jack off and it's going to look like he's going to raise it up to $2.
Seven raises to 5.
Okay, looks like we're going to get a raise from Mark here for $5.
9 folds.
Quick call from Adam with Jack King.
3 calls. 4 calls.
Tony with ace 3 suited decides to give us a call there. It looks like we're going to go 5 ways to a flop.
5 players.
Unfortunately, none of our players have a 7 or a 10 in this instance, so our ace highs are best at the moment. B has a gut shot to the 9.
That's 15. 8 folds.
And Mark's going to bet up $15. Tony's pondering a call with the backdoor flush, but does decide to make the fold instead. And we get a quick hand right here with Mark taking it down with his ace 4.
Okay, Garrett, stop for a second.
Draw for the high hand.
So we call a mystery hand. We're gonna draw 2 cards, and if you have those 2 cards and you win the pot with it, you're gonna win the prize pool that goes up every day. So we're gonna start today.
It's $5.
$5 for the whole night for till tomorrow. Okay. If anyone interested, give me one of those, and you pick up.
Oh, you can't use these here.
Yeah, no, you have to get it up in your pocket. Or just say you owe me 5 for later. Anybody interested besides
Looks like we've got a tiny little break in the action.
You got the chips.
We'll be back momentarily, folks.
How do you know?
Just the card, and he's gonna draw one.
No, I'm saying if
If I had to guess what this was about,
have to win the
I'm
pot.
guessing that
Those two
Flex,
cards.
our dealer,
And you get hits
our
every day, that's why
four
it never goes up.
person, is asking the players at the table if they want to participate in our mystery hand, which is where we draw 2 random cards, and if you win a hand of those, you get our current pot, kind of like the Deuce 7 game, with 2 random cards. My friend Donnie, who was in our live stream last night, he did win that one on Thursday evening
Yeah, rather than watch
with Queen 9 offsuit.
So that's definitely gonna hit, right?
Alright, how come I can hear Liz right now? No.
I have to get you a little bit, right?
If you wanna participate, just,
Hey, what chips are you using for the proof on
They
those?
did, yeah.
Gary's got a bunch of pink ones in the tray. You wanna use those?
That's what they're for.
Oh,
So
okay.
who else
I
getting
got
it?
one.
Just
okay, just give one whoever wants to participate. So you got 5 here? I give him one, he's gonna owe me us for later.
Oh, and five.
Yeah, just give him one of those. So we have 3 people?
I'm in.
Okay, 4. Just $5.
And then I wanna get another 45.
45, okay. So children heard and 7 and 45 more.
seat 7's buying up the
Actually,
45 in chips.
And this is just.
I'll give it to you. How much do you have in here?
Well, I forgot to count these.
No, you could add another.
55. He's got 165.
Sure.
I think 45's right.
Well, that was 200.
That's the way he's stacked.
35.
It's 150.
Still 200 total.
60. He's got 165.
Five for you.
So if he wants 45, puts him back to 2.
Or I guess it's back to 2.
So 200 for him. He's max at 200.
Yeah.
There you go. And you got the purple chips. Put this on the side. If you hit the high hand, we know it's good. And now we got $20 so far.
Bad thing is trying to remember to show. If you get that thing.
The bad thing is trying to remember,
Yeah.
because I might have had it 6 times yesterday. Like King Queen, red King Queen will be pretty easy to remember. You just have to check up there and see if you got the right one.
Just like a chip shop.
Was it a 65, y'all? Is that what they said?
Alright folks, and after a brief commercial break in which we did not advertise any products to you, except for Club Jack, per usual, we are going to be back in the action as soon as the players show us their cards. There we go. Adam's got a nice little Queen Jack
7 calls.
offsuit and under the gun +1.
8 raises to 5. 9 calls. 2 folds.
And he does decide to raise it up to $5.
3 raises
Looks
to
like B is
15.
going to make a 3-bet there to $15. Tony with 5-4 suited, I imagine, is going to make a call there.
4 calls. 6 folds. 7 folds.
Mark B does decide to let go his Jack 7 suited, but Adam is going to put in a call. So we've got Mark D with Ace 8 off. We're going to go 4 ways to a flop.
Yeah. Or a private gym club.
B with the best hand currently,
Check.
and continues with the best hand on the flop, as none of our players have a 7 or a 10.
8 chicks.
I imagine we might see a bet from B here in position against our 3 checks. And he does bet out for $15.
4 folds.
Tony does let his backdoor flush draw go. Adam looks like he's pondering a call, but does decide to let it go. And B's going to take it down with no contest.
Forehand.
Alright. 4 straddles on the button, $5.
The action start.
Looks like we've got a $5 straddle on Tony. Which means our first action is going to be on Christian and then Mark B in the small big blind.
6 folds. 7 folds.
Both do decide to give up their dollar. And we're going to go to B, who decides to make a loose call with King 5 offsuit. Looks like Tony does pick up 9-8 offsuit.
Still in the mystery hand, he bought it.
And unfortunately, neither player does hit the flop right here. So B's hand is best at the moment with the King High, but does decide to check.
4 checks.
Tony, who could have anything in the small buzz, check back, but he does turn a gut shot. And after betting out, calling for $5, we are going to go to a river, where another ace comes out, and B's King High is still best with a pair of 5s now
3
on that
X,
turn.
12. 4 folds.
He does take it down after a $12 bet.
Having a better day today? You having a better day today?
Gotten a couple hands this time.
Alright, how much do you buy for?
190. Oh, you my card. Good. Not ready to celebrate.
What name are you going to go by on this screen?
Better start than you did yesterday.
C1 is Alex. It is at 190. One for 190.
I thought of it right afterwards.
No, the big. It's 2 seats away. Calls. 1 folds. 2 folds.
We've got B, who elects to make a raise here to $15 with King 10 offsuit.
6 folds. 7 folds.
Adam, I imagine, is going to make a call there with Ace Jack, and he does. Mark D is going to let the 9-7 suited go.
Not bad, but depending on which one you get, some of them are like winners or something.
And Adam's got top now. Not scared of an 8. He is going to bet out for $15. B, with a over and a backdoor flush draw, is going to make the call. Fortunately, a 4 is not helpful for him in this situation. It looks like he's got 2 remaining kings, as Adam does size up now to $25, making it hard for B to really find a call here, and he does elect to let it go.
It's way too bright to see all of this on TV.
Oh. Rookie.
It's 3rd year, which I think it is.
Aguilar or something like that?
Nelson.
Oh, he's old.
Yeah, he's a bit late.
Alright, and we're back
1 fold.
with
2 calls.
Fast.
DJ deciding to give a call with King 5 suited. We're going to get a nice little series of folder calls around the table.
7 folds. 8 checks. 9
Alright,
checks.
we're going to go 3 ways to a flop after both of our blinds check. Alright, and we've got Adam with a gut shot to the straight. DJ with middle pair. Adam bets out for $10 and gets 2 quick folds, taking it down nice and easily.
Got it, Derrick Henry. Yep. Appreciate it. The Russian, or big trouble.
Russia. Yeah. Just gave it to him 4 times.
Yeah, you can't lie.
It ain't stopping, man.
Not to go with.
Pretty fast, too.
He's so big.
Great sign.
Small blind. Two raises to 6, 3 folds, 4 folds.
We've got DJ, and under the gun, is going to raise it up to $6 with ace 10 off. Suited, excuse me.
8 calls.
Mark's going to make a call, and so is Adam. Excuse me, Adam's going to make a call.
1
And Alex
call.
is gonna make a
3
call.
players.
Lots of A names today. Adam with the best of it right now with middle pair of 6s. We're going to get 2 quick checks, and Adam is going to bet out for $10. Hoping to take it down without any competition. Unfortunately for him, TJ's going to call with an over. 2 overs to the 6. And
2 checks.
unfortunately does not hit his turn.
Ace bet 15.
Undeterred by essentially a blank, Adam is going to continue and takes it down.
Last time I got the stream, or played the stream, I didn't have much anything to play with. Kind of felt like he did probably, so.
How often they do this game?
Saturday, last Saturday, I think was my first time ever coming here. Might have been a Saturday before that, to be honest, I don't remember.
Once you
But
get
they
a-
did it, I think they do it on Saturday and Sunday at 4.
Play Omaha Wednesday.
But I mean, the guy bought pizza. Pretty nice, brother. I don't imagine he does that every time. He wouldn't be
It depends on
profitable,
how
but,
many people's here and how long it goes.
yeah.
How many views?
Well, they don't, it's not monetized, so
I can't imagine.
he's not getting money.
B picking up King Jack, and under the gun is going to raise it up to $15. Adam with King Queen suited, nice hand in the cutoff.
Hungry people have a way of playing until it's
7
Sunday.
folds.
Is
8
going to
calls,
just make a call there, and we've got Mark
9 calls.
with ace 4
1
suited.
folds, 2 folds.
Unfortunately for Adam, his flush draw is not any good at the moment unless Mark folds at some point in the hand. And the flop, unfortunately for Adam, does come
Plus 15.
2 spades, but he does have an open ender. B with the best of it at the moment with top pair and a nice kicker. I don't see either of our 2 other opponents folding,
Calls. 9
and I am correct. A 6 peels off, essentially a blank for this one. And B's going to continue charging for those draws in the amount of $25. And I imagine we're going to see a call from both players here. Okay, I was wrong. Excuse me. Adam in the cutoff decides to min click it to 50.
calls.
And we're going to get a call from Mark. And B slightly perturbed by this turn of events, does decide to put in the call.
3 calls.
And we're still going 3 ways to a river, in which B needs to avoid all draws. And he does manage to avoid all the draws. Flush draw and the straight draws miss. So B's hand is still the best with top pair with a decent kicker. He elects to just check it though after that little min click from Adam in the turn. Is he going to double barrel here with essentially a 10 on the river?
Checks.
We do get a quick check back from our other 2 players, and B's going to take down a nice little pot.
I missed.
Oh, lucky. You're lucky.
I wanted to see that.
King Jack will come in that side.
Yeah. I thought about bluffing, but it's so hard to get people off.
You did bluff, though.
I know I did.
You
but
did
I'm talking about
bluff.
on
You
the
thought
last
about
one.
it?
I'm talking about on the last one. It's so hard to get people off, even a pair.
Well, I thought you had a straight. I thought he was on a close draw, and I put him on Jack with a high card or a big pocket pair. And then both of y'all was chasing flush. And if you had got there, you'd have been all upset.
Yeah.
If the flush would have come, you probably would
I
have.
would have had that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay on the table.
Watch somebody go all in and the person calls with like middle pair of nines, and I just couldn't imagine
4 folds.
making that call, but he ended up winning.
6 folds.
Like goodness
I'd
gracious.
just like to see some cards eventually.
I mean, it's tough to make that big call when you only got one
7,
pair.
raise
And the flush
Mark.
is straight on the board.
And under the gun plus 2 with Jack 10 offsuit, does decide to raise it up to $10.
Calls.
We're going to get a call from Mark D
Folds.
in the cutoff with ace 8, and Alex with pocket 3s. DJ is also going to come along with king 8
He had a
suited.
pair and he still stayed in it, even though there was
We're going to go 4 ways to a
Yeah.
flop. Ace high flop. Mark flops 2 pair, top and bottom. Mark's got an open ender, and we've got DJ with a backdoor flush draw and bottom pair. Alex, unfortunately, with the worst of it here. Mark's going to bet out $25 with his open ender, and we're going to get a nice little min click from Mark here
1 fold.
with 2 pair. Alex lets his pair of 3s go easily. And our bottom pair does release. Mark B looks slightly upset by that, but does decide to let it go, and Mark D does show the hand. Dragging a nice little pot without having to get to showdown.
There's no money left. That's what I should have done. Yeah, but then you want to go home. No, I just buy another 200 or whatever.
Folks, I might see it.
No way he's getting away from ace 8 though.
I know. $16.
Six folds. Seven folds. 8 folds. 9 calls. 1 folds, 2 folds. Three raises to 10. 4 folds. 9 calls, 2 players.
Alright, we're going to go heads up to a flop. now between B and Mark D. B catches nothing on this flop, unfortunately, except a backdoor flush draw and an over. Mark catches a 6 on the turn, and now with a set does bet out for $7. Looks like we're going to get a raise from Mark here with his set of 6s after B bet out for the $7. B drawing dead.
Don't go backwards now.
Does look to let it go.
7, 8, 5, 9.
Think that's holding?
A little bit.
That was an easy.
Looks clean to me, man.
Scoreboard looking like you just lost a kid full. That plays in your favor. Oh, ball's out. They clearly got it.
Yeah.
Brady's got that.
Wow.
Question is, will they call that catch?
Should.
3 steps. Yeah. Well, that's a shame too. They're going to put that. Oh yeah, it's
Call that a catch.
they're going to show touchdown. Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's a catch.
Seven folds. 8 folds. 9 calls. 1 folds. 2 calls. 3 folds. 4 checks. 5 checks. 4 folds.
We're gonna go 4 ways to a flop here with a limped pot. We've got Tony with bottom pair.
4 checks. 6 checks.
Really, he's the
9
only one
checks.
who really connected with this board at all. We've got Mark with a backdoor flush draw.
Check.
And none of the players have diamonds. So really, this turn is essentially a blank in terms of their hand. And we are going to see a quick check through to Mark, who actually ends up with the best hand on the river with a pair of 10s. And he's going to take it down with no issue.
Been a monster. What do you have?
And
10? You got 10 on the board? I was on the river. Nice river for that monster.
I got to see him because nobody raced it.
Oh, Jesus. I thought my fives were going to hold up there and crush. Well, like you be,
Still talking about COVID?
still out there, just a little less murderous. Hey, my best one straight.
8 folds, 9 folds. 1 folds, 2 folds. 3 raises to 5, 4 folds.
We've got B raising up to $5 with King Jack.
7 folds, 2 players.
We're gonna get a call from Christian with King 4 offsuit. And somehow he manages to flop 2 pair.
Checks.
We're gonna get a quick check from him, and I imagine we're gonna see a bet out here with top pair, but we don't. Wow.
6 bets.
Christian's gonna bet out for $6 with top and bottom pair. B with top pair and a decent kicker to boot.
Calls.
It's gonna make a quick call. And Christian does have the best hand. Continues firing out for $10.
3 raises.
And B's going to make a call. And oh, he's going to raise, excuse me. And get the bad news that his opponent spiked 2 pair on the flop.
Nine folds. 1 folds. 2 calls, 3 folds, 4 folds. 6 calls. 7 raises to 10.
Adam in the small blind's going to raise it up with King 9 suited. We're going to get a call from Adam and DJ with King 9 also suited. And Christian's going to come along, so we're going to go 4 ways to a flop with 4 suited hands and 3 suits represented. Somehow the case 9 comes out on this flop, giving Mark, DJ, and Christian middle pair. DJ with middle pair and a flush draw. Mark's going to bet up for $25, and we're going to see a call here from DJ, and I imagine Christian as well. Christian does let it go.
2 players.
Fortunately for DJ, he does not hit his flush draw at the moment. We're seeing a significant nice little bet here for $60 for about 2/3 a pot from Mark B. Nice little quick call from DJ, hoping to spike that spade on the river. He does not spike a spade, but there is a 4-liner to a straight now out there.
No, so
Is Mark B going to continue firing with essentially 3rd pair? Or is he going to rep the straight with another bet here?
60.
Looks like he is going to continue with the same sizing from last hand, last turn card. And DJ is going to let it go, even though it would have been a split pot. But again, looking on this side of the table, we know what everyone has. With a 4-liner to a straight, I probably would have done the exact same fold after missing my flush draw.
Here, give me one of them chips.
What happened to the other one?
Right there.
Okay.
Flex, so put it on his flex, I tell him to give you one. Maybe it was bad luck, maybe that's a good luck.
If it is, I'll trade you.
There was a dude that won it at the tournament, and then was trying to give it away. I was like, this is bad luck. I'm like, bro, you won the fucking hand with it. I don't think you understand what bad luck is.
folds, 3 calls, 4 raises to 6.
Got a raise from Tony here to $6 with Jack 10 suited. Mark on the button is going to elect a 3-bet here with Ace 8 suited.
6.
Up to
No,
$20.
4 raised to 6, 6 folded, 7 raised to 20. 8 folded, 9 folded.
Mark D waking up with pocket sixes does fold.
2 folded. 4 calls, 2 players.
Tony is going to make a call here. We're going to go heads up to a flop. Unfortunately for Tony, he is out of position to a 3-bet. And when Mark flops top 2, imagine Tony's going to make a check here.
Check.
4
He
checks.
does have a backdoor flush draw and a backdoor straight draw possibilities. He does make a check.
7 bets, 25.
Mark B is going to bet out with a very strong hand heads up in position, $25.
4 folds.
Fortunately for him, Tony has nothing to call with here.
What do you have?
Played it. I think the diamonds on the board. I'd have probably bet too if I was you.
Oh, he bet before there was anything on the board.
Do you want to go by Charles from the stream?
Sure.
Chuck? Okay. Seat 5 is Chuck. Chuck won for 200. Yep. Folds. 3 calls, 4 folds, 5 folds, 6 folds.
Looks like we're going to get a series of fold arounds until Mark B in the cutoff is going to raise it up to $10. Adam, unfortunately for him, is waking up with, up to $15. Adam, unfortunately for him, is waking up with pocket kings on the button. Is going to elect to make a men click here, up to $30.
2 folds, 4 folds. 1 fold, 3 fold, 7
Mark's going to
calls, 2
call.
players.
We're going to go heads up to a flop where the last king could prove. Well, neither player really connects with this flop. However, Adam's got an overpair and 99% equity in this situation.
8 bets,
We do get a check. Adam's going to fire out
folds.
for $30, and Mark makes a great fold there.
Make it a 4.
Three folds. 4 calls, 5 folds,
Looks like we've got Christian
6 calls.
under the gun plus 3 with ace jack suited is just going to make a call. We've got Mark B, who's played very aggressive up until now. Is going to raise it up to $10. Mark D now with the pocket kings is just going to elect a call here.
Folds, 4 folds. 6 calls, 3
We're going to go 3 ways to a flop. But what is up with the button getting pocket kings these last couple hands? Well, this is going to spell trouble for Christian and Mark. Christian with a top pair and a decent kicker. Mark with 2 pair, probably thinking he's trapping. Mark flopping a set of kings here. Christian's going to bet out for $20. We're going to get a quick call from Mark
3 players.
and a quick call from the other Mark. Christian and Mark D now to both pick up flush draws to the diamonds. Christian's going to continue out
6
for what
bets,
looks
3,
like
7 calls,
$30.
9 folds.
We get a quick call and a fold from the pocket kings. That is a surprise to me. A 5 on the river shows that our 2 pair is best,
6,
and our pocket kings would have still been best in this instance. Unfortunately, Christian continues firing and gets the bad news. I don't know if I could have found a fold right there with the pocket kings, especially having the king of diamonds in my hand.
Yeah. Think so.
Win the left hand?
I did. Sure. You wouldn't have missed one.
No, I was just going for that. Did I miss one? Nope. I guess don't let me hurry, but I tried. Defense. I actually took them out today.
Can I see they can have
I mean, I had the Vikings, and I put them in. I know Houston does usually pretty good, but
Vikings beat
Dallas,
them bad today, didn't they?
yeah, they did good. I think I should have done pretty
4
good on my
folds.
Are we going to continue the trend of pocket kings on the button this time? We will find out.
5 calls, 6 folds, 7 folds.
We're going to get Adam with ace 8 suited.
1 calls.
Alex with king jack on the button, but not the pocket kings that we have had for the past 2 hands.
3 checks. 5 players.
We're going to go 5 ways to a flop with a pot of $5. B with a pair of 6s and Chuck with a pair of 6s.
2 checks.
Adam with a backdoor flush draw.
5
He's going to bet out for
calls,
$3. We're going to get a quick call from Chuck there.
8 calls.
Adam with 2 overs. And Alex with 2 overs are also going to come along. DJ is going to let it go.
4 folds.
Alex does hit one of his overs after calling for $3. Now he's got top pair with a great kicker.
2 checks. 5
B
checks.
not so confident, and Chuck not so confident in those 6s anymore. We're probably going to see Alex make a bet out for $7 here.
Folds.
We're going to get a call from Chuck and a fold from Adam.
2 players.
Chuck with 2 outs to hit a 6 or a queen. Fortunately, does not hit one of those, and Alex is the best hand right now
Checks.
with Jack King.
One's at 15.
Does bet out for $15 and unfortunately does not get a call.
Only on the button.
And only up to 5.
Anger. Said to his last name.
I don't know. I just heard them saying it. I'm not sure how much they've done in the past.
Wow.
Goals.
That's why you wrap up.
Yeah.
Took the ball right out. You didn't even try to down.
I never quite understood why you just run into somebody. But I imagine in the game, like high speed, it's probably hard to remember everything, wrap up, open the ball.
Folds. 6 folds. 7 calls. 8 folds. 9 calls. 1 calls. 2 raises.
We're going to get a raise here from DJ to $6 on the button with Ace King.
7 calls. 9 calls.
Mark, and Alex are going to all make a call, and we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. Alex with a gut shot to the straight. DJ also with a gut shot to the straight.
That's why he makes more money.
2 bets.
And why he's not special.
DJ's going to bet out.
7
C bet here with 2 overs and a gut shot.
9
We're going to get a quick fold around, and DJ's going to take it down with no contest.
I'm just saying, but it's been playing. I know
The Chargers today, so
did Herbert go out though?
yeah, he got hurt in the fourth quarter.
Oh, so they had him for first 3. Yeah.
And they only got 10 points. Still a defense. The Baltimore still offense is 25 wins. They're lucky with 20 points. Yeah, they had most. He got hurt early. Yeah. Not injuries. Nice.
Pretty sure my Niners was pretty healthy last year.
They were, yeah.
They did not win this.
No, they could have.
6
Taylor
calls.
Swift and Super Bowl.
They could have won.
Yeah.
This year, I don't know.
7 calls.
We've got Mark D in the 9 seat, calling with pocket 3s. B now looks like he's going to raise it up to $15. Pretty standard raise for him with King 10 offsuit.
5 calls. 6 calls.
Looks like we've got a lot of DJ fans in the YouTube comments.
7 calls. 9 calls.
We are going to get a call from 4 other players and go 5 ways to a flop. Chuck with pocket 5s in the 5 seat. Chuck's gonna flop an open ender.
Check 7 checks.
Mark open ender as
9
well.
checks.
Different way. Mark with a gut shot. Unfortunately, Chuck's got his 5s that he needs. B who did raise it up with the worst of it here.
Calls.
He does decide to bet up for $20. Nice little C bet. He's gonna, I imagine, get a call from our open-ender friends, and maybe Mark with a gut shot.
7 calls. 9 folds.
Mark does let it go. Probably for the best, considering if he hits a 3, it's gonna give someone else a straight.
5 checks, 7 checks. 3 checks, 3 players.
We're gonna get a check through here, and Chuck now with the best hand, rivering a full
5 checks,
house.
7 checks.
B is going to fire out again, hoping his king high's best, but Chuck is going to give him the bad news with a call
You got 6 or 4, you're good.
and take down a nice pot.
You never get there. Exactly.
A mile.
Like them kids, they're like, I'm only gonna be here 8 more minutes. You know, that kid won $1,000 now and want to pay now.
Sure how big his was. Pretty flop race.
Seemed like a pretty good flop for 5.
It's a good flop. But he had over 20 court. All he did was call it that. So much money. What I was thinking.
$5 button
That's a 3
straddle,
or an 8
6
came
4.
out. I don't know who's sitting on over waiting up there.
Five calls the 5, 6 folds.
We've got, it looks like a straddle on here
7 folds.
on the button.
8 calls. 9
We're gonna get a call from Adam, Mark D.
1 folds.
DJ's waking up with pocket jacks. My DJ fans in the chat
Raises to 30
have manifested pocket jacks for their friend,
folds.
who's going to raise it up to $30. Tony is going to make a call with ace 9 suited.
5 calls.
Chuck's also going to make a call with the clubs. Unfortunately, him clubs are no good, considering Tony's in the hand here. DJ's got 1 jack remaining because a friend of ours folded jack 4. We're going to go 3 ways to a flop. This could be a very fun hand with our 2 friends, Chuck and Tony, with the flush draw versus DJ with a pair of jacks. We're going to get a quick check from Chuck and DJ and Tony.
5
4 doesn't really help anyone here. Chuck's going to bet out for $25. DJ does make the call with the best hand for the moment. And Tony is not going to give up his nut flush draw.
4 calls. 3 players.
Along with a pair of 9s for Tony. The flush does get there on the river, giving Chuck and Tony nut flush draw and second nut flush draw. Chuck's going to continue betting into Tony for $25. Looks like DJ is shoving all in for less. And looks like we're probably going to get a raise here, I imagine, with a lot of action from Tony with the stone cold nuts. DJ's all in for 30. Tony is going to, looks like he grabbed 100 stack. We can't see exactly clearly. We'll see in one moment. Imagine we're probably going to get a shove from Tony here with the remainder of his chip stack with $92 left. He does shove all in, and we're going to get, looks like a call from Chuck. I can't imagine folding Another
Last time I was
$67
here,
with that
this
much in the
person
pot
bet,
already.
That person went all in, but didn't have
But he is pondering a fold.
enough to.
It would be a
make
very good
proper
fold in
raise,
this situation.
so then they wouldn't let
But he
anybody
does
out
have the
after
second
that.
nuts. There's one card that beats him. It's definitely a tough position to be in.
So you can go all in no matter what.
I mean, you could have 6. All that means I'm giving you everything I got.
Right. I know what it means. I just,
Yeah, anyone who hasn't acted yet has the ability to raise.
I guess I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between what happened.
Tony very nonchalantly drinking his
So you can't
coffee.
re-raise, but you can go all
If
in.
he didn't double the bet,
Right.
he couldn't re-raise
Right.
it. He couldn't come back over the top if he had more chips on somebody. So, but I already called it.
Yeah.
Alright. 5 called.
93.
92.
Either way.
Looks like he does make a fold.
Oh,
Or maybe not. Action Tracker looks like he folded, but we're not sure entirely considering no one's showing
So,
what they have yet.
he's got 30.
90.
I wish I had my cards back.
2. Yeah, 92 is right.
92.
So this is the side.
Definitely the biggest pot of the night so far.
Nuts.
I had to see it. I got to say.
Alright, it looks like we are at Showdown. Tony's showing his flush. DJ getting the bad news, unfortunately.
Pay it off.
You ain't lying.
Buttons, right?
And Tony's going to take down a nearly $300 pot.
Seat 5. Straddles 5 on the button. Thank you.
See, that's what almost happened. You had that in.
Yeah. Yeah. Same exact.
You have clubs too?
I have one. I had pocket jams.
I'm like, how many clubs in this deck?
And you're on the straddle too there.
And then at the end, I'm looking like, is the board paired? Am I crushed? No, no pair on the board.
Pocket jack. Play jacks like aces or twos.
That's that, bro.
Fold them or shut.
I don't know what's worse, pocket jacks or ace queen.
I'd rather have ace queen.
Looks like DJ is going to rebuy.
Action's on seat 6.
It's lucky you didn't have more than $92.
We've got a $5 straddle on the button, so Christian is our first to act with ace-9 offsuit in the small. Adam is going to wake up with pocket 8s and the 8 seat. And I imagine we'll see a call there.
8 calls. 9 calls.
Mark's also going to come along for the ride with 5-4 suited.
Folds, 3 folds, 4 folds.
Tony, still stacking those chips, does fold his 4-3.
5 checks his option. 4 players.
Chuck with the option with queen 6 does elect a check. And we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. Flop comes deuce 7-9, 2 clubs.
6 checks.
Christian with top.
8 bets. 15. 9 folds.
Does check. And Adam's going to bet out with his pocket
5
8s.
folds. 6 calls. 2 players.
We're going to get a call from Christian.
6 checks.
Jack peels off, not helping either player. We're going to get a check from Christian. And looks like another bet out from Adam in the 8 seat.
He's so big. Look at me up on his deck. Couldn't even bring him down.
6 checks.
He got to wrestle.
Is Adam going to make another bet here? Pondering it, but he does decide to just show down with his pocket 8s.
Can't get them off the barrel.
Points went back there. I don't know where he went though.
What?
Seat 2 is trying to buy chips, and I don't know where Flex is. He's up the window. Button right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah,
Yeah, it's on me.
It's on
Okay,
there. I was
so-
just not.
There you go.
What was that? Oh, those are just nuggets.
DJ is back with looks like about 100 in his stack. Yep, 100 according to the graphic. He's got King 5 suited. B now with the pocket jacks is going to raise it up to his standard sizing of $15 or $20. He is going to make it 20 in this instance.
5 calls, 6 folds.
Chuck's going to make a call with ace 4 offsuit.
7, 8, 9, all fold.
And we're going to go heads up to a flop.
Two players.
Chuck does flop top pair with quite a weak kicker here. No backdoor possibilities at the moment for B. Chuck with a backdoor straight draw will go along with his top pair.
5 calls.
We're going to get a bet and a call for $12.
What show you
A 4 peels off, giving Chuck 2 pair now. Not that he needed it.
3 checks.
Leaving B with 2 outs to take down the pot. He's going to elect a check. We're going to get a bet out here from Chuck for $25.
How many people did you say was there last night?
He's going to let it go.
100,000 people. Not even exact.
What, at Bourbon and Beyond?
Yeah.
I told my old lady this morning, I said, you know, every year I look at that and I go, man, I'd like to go to that. And
too
then every
hot
year when they
yesterday.
have it, somebody was making a video from it last night on my Facebook. I said, that's like watching the Georgetown drive-in from our driveway.
Well,
I mean, it is so far away. And then they took a drone footage, and I'm like, it's miles.
we were watching the screen basically.
I mean, yeah, and the screen is small if you're out far enough.
Yeah, but there were 100,000. It was crap.
They oversell it.
And the Ubers would take an hour to get there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He also had
Easier for that.
he had
No
a big,
chairs.
he had a big
Picking people up.
game in town too.
They had
Lots
a game
of
in
walk
town.
up.
I didn't
Yeah.
hip on Saturday night, and then it was also something going on.
Yeah,
at,
no chairs too, so
Churchill.
you had to stand. It was so hot. It was brutal.
Unless I could get in VIP or something, you know.
We were in the VIP and it was still there.
Really?
Yeah.
So y'all are still not close on the VIP?
No.
Well, you could be close, but you have to go,
I missed
you're
it.
closer.
The VIP,
If you're talking
VIP?
VIP, or
B,
80%.
Yeah.
No, no, you get it on the side, but you have access to the first,
Right.
20 feet in front of the stage. If you want to go stand and be jam packed.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 fold.
I'm too old and fat for that.
It was tough.
I'm young and I still want to do it.
I mean, my
5,
boys do it
6,
for louder all
12,
4 days. I mean,
6
every
folds,
day.
7 folds,
Chuck's going to raise it up to $12 with ace 6 offsuit.
9
Mark's going to come along for the ride with ace
11
4
a.m. to
suited.
11 p.m. and there's no free entry, so if you go there,
And you leave, you're done.
so if you go there,
Heads up to a flop
they still don't let you in
with a
and
king
out.
high board,
So
2
if you're
hearts.
there from 11 in the
Backdoor
morning,
flush draw for Chuck.
9 checks.
Is going to continue out for another $16 and takes it down.
chairs, and they sold out. So you had to have a license to bring
You can bring in a blanket, I guess.
Yeah. But then you're far away, like you're so far watching the drive-in from home. It's like,
I mean, yeah, I had a friend doing like a Facebook Live, and those giant screens look this big. And I'm like, why would you go to that?
It was
Just so you can be around people? Like, I'm the
Yeah.
opposite of that. I don't want to be around people.
Why,
Well, we
why
saw
do you tailgate before
yeah.
a football game?
Yeah.
We saw
It's a fucking hammer before it
because
goes.
the drinks are cheaper beforehand.
Cheaper, you enjoying it, you socialize.
Three of your
you know,
friends
and
are
then
watching
saw
right
four
now.
great bands.
I
It's
didn't
4
catch
days
their
of
names.
festival
Yeah,
sitting
like-
there,
Probably-
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think he
So
knows who they are anyway.
Tonight we're just gonna go see one band. So
All right. $5 button straddle.
Who's the big one tonight?
Tyler Childers.
Oh, yeah.
It will be.
Last night was Zach Bryan. Cody Jenks.
Looks like we've got a button. Straddle for $5.
last night.
Nine,
Ace 6 in the small
nine
blind is
thousand
going to give us a call. Queen 10 in the big blind.
one calls.
He's going to also make a quick call here.
Calls. Four
Tony
calls.
with Jack 7. And Christian with pocket 4s.
5 calls.
Who's going to come along for the ride. Adam's waking up with ace 10 on the straddle. Looks like he's pondering a raise here. Nice little squeeze spot is going to raise it up to 40-50. Oh, excuse me. Mark with 9-6 offsuit decides to raise it up to $50. Excuse me. Adam looks confused with his ace 10. But with $97 left, definitely a fold or shove spot here. I would not hate a shove in the light of all the dead money in the pot. However, he does have many people behind him left in the action, which could spell trouble if someone has a stronger ace. He does decide to let the ace 10 offsuit go.
One folds.
Definitely a smart ploy by Mark in late position.
5 folds.
And he is going to take it down with no contest.
Pair of 5s lives for another day. Pair of 8s.
that's Ryan.
5s or 6s. I mean, hell, y'all have the same hand, have each other's outs. Might have ace queen.
Yeah, none.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Can't hard
$50?
point it down, and that's, doesn't even show that, so.
Nothing.
The screen will tell the truth.
We'll get to find out later.
Yeah.
One day.
So you get to rewind it, like watch it after?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
It's 15 minutes behind. So
I
technically,
figured there was a delay
you
anyway.
can turn it on right now and be watching the very beginning.
I got 14 minutes live.
3 folds, 4 calls.
Nothing, that was a good bet.
5 bets 11, 6 folds.
Chuck's going to raise it up with 9-6 suited this time. And we have Mark B in the 7th seat with ace 10 offsuit.
9 folds,
He's going to give us a call.
1 folds, 2 folds.
DJ unfortunately cannot pick up anything good at the moment, but that's okay. Patience is a virtue, DJ. Tony's going to give a little bit of a loose call with King 7 offsuit here. Well, that ace 10 is definitely the best hand at the moment. Chuck does have a backdoor flush draw,
5 checks,
but with just 2% equity,
checks.
I imagine we're going to see Mark bet out here, and he does not, giving Tony now a pair of kings, and Chuck now with the flush draw to the hearts, and 13% equity in the hand.
5 calls.
Tony's going to bet out for $20. Now we're going to get a good call, and another call from Mark. with a queen. Mark still with the best hand now with a straight
5 chips.
Broadway.
7 bets, 25.
With after 2 checks, he's gonna bet out for 25.
4 calls.
Tony's
5
gonna make
folds.
looks like a call here and get the bad news that his pair of kings is no good.
Calls. 5 calls. 6 calls. 7 folds.
6 seconds.
8 folds.
Flag on that.
Alex with pocket 5s on the button. Is going to decide to raise it up to looks like $7.
Just all over, just wrapped it.
Oh, I never even turned to the round.
Paring down from what was going to be 7 people to a flop to what looks like is going to be 4 or 5 now.
5 calls. 6 calls. 5 players.
Alright, and we've got 5 ways to a flop. DJ with a gut shot, Chuck with a pair, Christian and Alex with both open enders.
1 bet, 17.
After 4 checks, Alex is going to bet out for $17. With a pair and an open ender, he's got 50% equity right now. We are going to see a call from Chuck, and I imagine a call from Christian there with the open ender and a backdoor flush draw.
Yeah, a little bit.
With this pot swelling, our straight draws do make it there. However, Christian does pick up a flush draw now with the hearts.
6 chips.
65 yards.
Imagine we'll see a bet from Christian here, but he does check. And Alex, with blocking the straight and having the straight, is going to bet out
5 folds.
for $30. We do get Chuck to fold here with the 4-liner to the straight. Looks like Christian's pondering a check raise here.
60.
And he's going to bet out for 60.
All in. All in.
1.
How much?
Alex, confused by this, pondering what looks like another raise,
60, so 110 total.
but does decide to just make the call.
70, 90,
Christian now the equity favorite.
97.
1 and 6 both went all in with counting chips.
So 97. So there's 90. 100. Straight. You too?
6 has 97. And he has fewer chips
Come on,
than
Hart.
1.
Still got a hard.
I mean, yeah, free roll.
Oh, excuse me, Alex does shove all in for pocket 5s, and looks like we got a call there.
No, we're good.
No hurry.
A heart comes on the river, giving Christian the best hand.
$3, yeah.
That is a runner heart. Sick turn of events for Alex.
That one.
But there's no way for him to fold that.
That's what it feels like, a free roll.
Warren's up at the counter looking for chips. Fletch just jumped up.
Coming back.
Here, he's hiding in plain sight.
Sit in a chair, nobody can see him.
Patience paid off, my saying.
Normally wouldn't have been playing with those either.
At some point.
Chuck now going to raise it up to $12 with king and queen suited.
6.
Christian's gonna let go of the diamonds.
7 folds. 8 folds. 9 folds.
DJ with ace-7 on the button. Pondering a call here.
1 folds. 2 folds.
But does decide to let it go.
folds.
Oh, he raised.
Tony does let it go, and Chuck's going to take it down.
4.
And we're going to move on to another hand.
Can you drop time?
Amen.
What's that? Yeah, he's flat. How many chips do you have now?
I'm a little under 2.
$193.
How much is the greens?
25.
Six calls. 7 folds, 8 folds. 9 calls, 1 folds. 2 calls. 3 folds. 4 checks.
We're going to go, looks like, 5 ways to a flop.
5 raises to
Oh,
11.
excuse me. Our 5-seat Chuck is going to raise it up with queen 10 offsuit and the big blind.
6 folds. 9 folds. 2 folds.
And is going to just take it down.
Buttons are
Unfortunately for those watching at home, not every hand can be as exciting as a couple of the ones we've had so far tonight.
Y'all live in Louisville or y'all stand here for the shop? Y'all live here? Or y'all just here for the shop?
Yeah, came up with the show from Florida.
From Florida?
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Florida?
Boca Raton.
Long drive.
Oh, short flight.
I'm from almost Alabama, or almost Florida, Alabama. I'm just house sitting for my brother.
It just seemed like a good excuse to come try out a new place. Hadn't been to Kentucky before.
7 calls.
We've got Mark under the gun with 8-5 offsuit is going to make a call. Alex waking up with pocket nines under the gun plus 3 does limp in. We've got DJ joining with 6-5 off.
Got a spot of no win, and then
Christian with pocket 10s in the big blind. This could be a nice squeeze opportunity. But Chuck's actually going to raise it up for him to $8 with ace deuce.
Raises to 16.
more into it now that the late lot's finally done.
Looks like we're going to get essentially a min click here with Christian to $16.
7 calls, 9 calls,
Yeah. Fishing.
1 calls, 2 calls.
We're having here in Grand Montana 3 weeks of fishing up there. And then the winter we're fishing the Keys.
And we are going to go 5 ways to a flop with already almost over $80 in the pot before even seeing a flop card.
Just off the pier and had a ball actually. Ruined one of my buddies fishing poles. It was great. I didn't know that they
Queen 3
checks,
deuce
6 checks,
gives our 10s and 9s both a pair.
checks,
Considering no one else has it. Mark with a flush draw in a pair.
players.
as soon as I start to think, you can hear him go, no.
Chuck now with trip deuces is going to continue checking, letting Christian fire out after everyone checked the flop for $16. Mark now with a heart flush draw, electing to, looks like I'm making a call. I don't see Mark folding here.
9 calls.
Alex pondering with just 7% equity in the hand is going to let it go.
125.
This would be a great spot for a check raise. Looks like Chuck is,
125.
I imagine, going to be nearly all in. He's going to raise it up to 125 with $27 behind. Christian now wishing he hadn't bet out for $16. Wondering if Chuck would have raised it pre-flop with ace deuce, which he did.
Six, 4.
He does decide to let it go. Mark B and Mark D both in tough spots here with the flush draws and nearly $250 in the pot already. With 100 to call and 1 card to go. Mark's going to let it go. And Mark D is going to call
9
for his remaining
calls,
stack
calling
of
for
less than that bet with 27% equity. A 3 or a diamond to win the pot.
That includes the 16 you already had out there. What happened?
Mark B hoping that a heart doesn't turn, and our friend with the pocket 9s or the pocket 10s hoping a 9 or a 10 doesn't hit.
It looks pretty right.
One for flop.
Or you want to go 1-1?
Chuck hoping he can avoid another board pair or a diamond. The hearts do get there.
Thanks for getting me out.
Unfortunately, they are, hearts did fold. Looks like they are going to run it twice.
Luckily,
Oh, excuse me, they do not run it twice. And the ace deuce is going to take it down.
the bow. You off that pair paid off for you.
It wasn't. Okay. Oh, there was a call all in. Wasn't a raise all in. But what you just said anyway, right? Okay, so I should have just kept that separate and counted up the rest. Okay. Okay. Right.
maybe something she's trying to check on her side.
In there. Let me tell you what.
She comes back.
Looks like we've got a $5 straddle on the button.
He's coming back, looks like. Yeah. Need to buy more time.
So in here 2 hours already?
Close. Alright.
120. Let's see that.
What's gonna do it? Skip by?
No, it's on him.
It's on me because he's straddled. I'm just making sure, ready for my action.
Yeah. $5 button straddle, seat 5, seat 6 calls, 7 folds, 8 folds, 9, well 9 was a minute, 1 calls, 2 and 3 fold, 4 folds. 5 raises to 12. 6 calls.
We've got a raise from Chuck in the 5 seat with 9-3 suited. We're going to get Christian to call in the small blind after limping for the straddle amount. Alex is going to come along to a king high board. None of our players connect. Christian with the best hand at the moment. We are going to see a check.
5 bets.
Chuck on the button is going to bet out with the backdoor flush draw.
6
And
folds.
no pair currently is going to take it down.
Thanks.
Now you're on. Cheers. Try to back up. I'm at 2 now.
Oh,
He gave me some. I had extra in my pocket.
oh. Seat 1 has 200 now. He got extra chips in his pocket. 9 folds, 1 folds, 2 folds, 3 folds, 4 folds. 5 folds, 6 calls, 7 checks, 8 checks, 3 players.
Alright, we've got Mark with an open ender here with the 5-7.
Checks,
Adam with middle pair,
8
or bottom pair,
checks,
excuse me, and Christian with middle
6
pair.
checks, 5.
After 2 checks, Christian is going to bet out for $5 with a call from Mark B. Adam pondering, does decide to make a call here on this ace high board.
I know, so I'm trying to listen to him talk.
Mark does hit his straight draw
6
on the
bets,
turn with the absolute nuts right now. Does check. Christian does continue out for $10.
8 calls, 3 players.
Get 2 calls here. The flush does make it on the turn, however, none of our players with the flush in their hand. Mark does continue check, and we see a size up now from Adam, now betting out for $25, trying to rep the flush after just check calling the flop and the turn.
6 folds.
Christian's gonna let it go, but I don't see Mark be folding here.
7 calls.
Looks like he does make the call and drags the pot.
I just have a pair of sixes. He's got a straight. Good call. Try the rest flush. But you feel like I should got some.
One folds. 2 folds, 3 folds. 4 folds. 5 bets, 11. 6 calls.
We've got Mark B with pocket nines is going to elect. Looks like a
7.
raise here
He raises to 31. 8
to
folds.
$31. Fortunately for him, one of our friends just folded king 9,
9 calls.
so he's going to struggle to flop a set. Mark is going to make a call. Chuck's going to make a
5
call.
calls.
It's 20 to me, right?
And our initial raiser
6
with
calls.
Christian with king jack is also going to call. We're going to go 4 ways to a flop with a nice pot already. Well, Mark's pocket nines are the best hand right now. He's got an overpair.
5 checks.
Neither player,
6 checks.
no players with an 8 in their hand.
7 bets.
Mark on the button is going to fire out for looks like half pot or 3/4 pot for $100. Gets
5 folds.
quick fold around and does show.
That's like 4 times.
Two calls, 3 calls. 4 folds. 5 raises to 11. 6 folds.
We've got another raise from Chuck with Jack 9.
7 folds. 8 folds. 9 folds. folds.
DJ is gonna make a call here with Queen 7 Queen 7 suited, and B's gonna call with King 9 suited. We're gonna go 3 ways to a flop. Tony is reading a magazine.
You should tackle him.
Looks like we've got a little bit of a break in the action. I'm sure we'll be right back momentarily.
Hamilton stays here. Yeah, let's fuck with the pot.
Looks like we might be just getting change here.
Change for what you gave
Behind him,
4
like,
and 5.
he's gonna get run over. But he clearly just tried to smack in the ball instead of wrapping him up. Cost the team a touchdown. Right here.
I'm flopping now.
He was already got
Well, B and Chuck both have a pair of 9s, but DJ does have the best hand at the moment with
Bets.
pair of
30.
queens, top pair, and a decent kicker with a backdoor flush draw. He's going to bet it out for $30. Chuck is going to find a call here with middle pair and a backdoor diamonds. No help on the diamonds, but he does pick up a gut shot to the straight now, needing a 10.
28.
After checking, Chuck is going to fire out for what looks like $28. And we are getting a shove from DJ with the best hand at the moment.
43.
Yep, 48 total.
48.
We get a quick call from Chuck, and we've got 1 card left to go.
And one time,
DJ just needs to avoid a 9, jack, or 10.
twice.
He does manage to avoid that. Looks like we're running it twice. Manages to avoid it on both river cards, and it's going to take down a pot.
What's the one time two?
So if he would have won the first one, then they would have split if he won the second one. So
That's interesting.
sometimes people run twice, sometimes 3 times. I don't know if there's a cap on it or not. Sometimes they just go for blood and run one.
But it's generally
All people have to run it twice. So if somebody says run it twice, if somebody says not once, it's just once.
I need to at some point, but I can hold it. I can
Takes
hold it for
the
now.
swing at it, right? Basically, contemplates if you're ahead. Better off running twice.
Hey, that run.
People go once and they burn them.
Especially in
Come on.
10,000 or what? 10,005. Hedge you, right?
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Well, the first time I heard of it, I'd go there, I was getting scammed, right? You just always think like, I don't know what you're up to, but I don't like it. And then you figure it out and you realize, you
3
think,
raises to
you should run
20.
it twice when you're behind. And then it's
12
really
holds.
your head.
He's going to raise it up to his standard sizing of $20 with ace jack suited.
6 folds. 7 folds, 8 folds, 9 folds,
He's going to get a quick fold around
2 folds.
and takes down the pot with no competition.
Yep. And the button straddles 5. small blind. 2 folds, 3 calls, 4 folds, 5 folds, 6 folds, 7 calls, 8 folds, 9 folds, up. Check, 3 players.
Alex, straddling on the button, is going to check. We're going to go 3 ways to a flop here. None of the players with an ace or a 6. Really, no one's connected with this board at the moment. King high is the best hand.
3 players.
Check.
3 checks, 7 checks.
King high still best hand. King high is just going to probably take it down without any contest. Oh, excuse me. B is going to bet out here for $10 and does take it down.
Imagine it's gonna take a long time for me to come together.
Probably 20 minutes.
Probably charge a premium for it too, right?
Yeah, it's definitely sort of getting out, getting in.
Five raises to 1, 6 folds.
We've got Chuck raising it up again to $11 with ace 5 suited. Seems to be a pretty standard raise for him at the moment. Mark D is going to just call him with pair 7s.
1 calls.
And DJ's going to fold his king 9 suited. B is going to come along with queen jack offsuit. We're going to go 3 ways to a flop. Of Jack, Jack 10. B flopping trips, does make a quick check.
9 checks.
Chuck with a flush draw. I imagine he's going to bet out. But he does check, and we go to a turn, which gives B a full house. He does
He
bet
bets 2.
a massive $2. Check. Chuck does raise him
9
with a gut shot to the straight and a flush draw. Mark folds. We do just get a smooth call from B with the best hand there. Unfortunately for B, the flush draw does not hit. He could have gotten a lot more value if it had. He does continue to bet out for $20. I don't think we're gonna... Oh, okay. Chuck is continuously proving me wrong today. He does find a call with ace high and is shown the bad news.
Good end. Club on the river would have paid you off a little better.
I'm sorry, what?
Club on the river would have paid off a little better.
I was praying for it.
You stuck to me with that $2 bet though, man. Who can resist?
That wasn't over at that point. We still win on the $2 bet. It's the river that seals the deal.
Flex!
Right, no. Turn over $2. Yep. $20.
Got 2 people up at the front. It's Alexis around.
I don't have cards, but
I skipped you. This deal. I think you did.
Looks like we've got a little bit of a misdeal here.
Out the other way.
No big deal. We'll get those cards reshuffled and out to our players.
Oh, Purdy. What? Oh, look at him. Attaboy.
See ya.
We do appreciate those of you who are spending your afternoon with us rather than watching the football game.
I make it better on the game.
If there's a football game today,
I'm not saying game managers can't get to the Super Bowl, but I think he's played,
Big line.
he's at least earned a little better than game managers, in my opinion.
People make mistakes.
I mean, he takes chances, he makes throws, have a good long throw.
Six folds.
Same cards.
Folds. 8 raises to 5. 9 folds. 1 calls. 2 calls.
looks like we're going to get a series of calls and folds
Calls,
around
4
the
folds.
table. Looks like we've got a little bit of a slowdown with the action tracker. I'm sure it'll be back up momentarily. If not, we will just have to play this hand the old-fashioned way.
The only thing you couldn't do was take a sip.
Like getting on the
Check.
airplane.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Who's
Say
this?
it-
That's
say it
one of those
again,
big
Molly.
checks.
He had your card, but my card is.
They didn't have much time, to be fair.
You pull your cards off, put them back on. She can't just scan them. Does that fix it? Six of spades, 9 of spades, jack of diamonds.
Ooh, he could have
I
stopped
don't
that.
think so.
Good sold that.
No, it wasn't.
Easily could have sold it. I think the guy going after, if he'd have dove, probably could have touched it at least.
Yes, and 8, bet, 10. After the flop. Pre-flop, 8. Well, the button's on 3, so at this point 1 is folded and 2 hasn't entered yet.
7 only up.
Was it a 2-day festival or something?
4 days.
4 days? Tickets for all of them?
You gotta buy the tickets. You gotta buy.
But we didn't go the second.
Looks like we've got 4 hands to this
Can I keep going?
flop.
Okay.
Unfortunately for DJ, his ace-queen did not connect with the board. He does have a backdoor flush draw, but decided to let it go.
3 calls, 5
We've
folds,
got
2
B
players.
with ace-10 making a call. Our mystery hand for Chuck does fold, and we've got pocket eights for Adam, who bet out for $10. Very much a blank on this turn here.
You're good.
8 goes
B,
all
out of
in.
position, is going to check and fold to an all-in from Adam.
I have it on 4, yeah.
Figure a 2 was about as blank as it got, so if I was ahead on that one, then I should have still been ahead.
Small blind, big flush.
7 folds. 8 folds. 9 calls.
DJ with ace 10 suited is going to call for $1.
Folds.
We've got Chuck with king 10. I could definitely see a raise here, knowing his style.
5 raises to 8.
He is going to make it looks like $8.
6 folds. 9 folds.
We've got DJ coming along for a call, and we're going to go heads up to a flop. Neither player connects with the board, but Chuck in
5 goes 10.
out of
2
position
calls.
is going to continue firing.
What's that?
Go buy them yellow ones back too.
Oh.
Didn't give me
We'll allow it. You know.
We'll allow it.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
That works too.
Okay. Here, Gary, take this one. That's a better one.
The turn comes out a 7, getting both a gut shot now.
5 checks, 2 checks.
Chuck, sensing danger, is going to check.
So when I come back.
Alright, and we have 4 diamonds out there, but neither player with a diamond. Is Chuck going to make an
Checks,
he has an option and does check, and ace high is good for DJ.
That's for both.
Yeah. 10 would have been fine. Work.
Seven's cashing out.
Chuck is going to give us a $5 straddle on the button.
9 is also cashing out.
You know, have fun, man.
Looks like we have a couple players leaving.
You're in a little bit on the way up here. That was going to from Lexington, so.
You live in Lexington? There's a guy in Lexington. So they know poker in there?
There's one.
Was there one?
Close.
You ever go to London?
What?
Where do you live?
I live in Massachusetts, but I go to school at Eastern.
Big blind. $5 button straddle.
I was telling them we should go to Lexington and open a room. You said there was one and it closed?
Bad management. I think the owner lives like 3 hours away.
That'd be a problem. 'Cause you gotta live in it.
You know, I played there once. Apparently they were there last night.
I have the button on 5. Yes.
You're playing with the man.
6 called, 8 folded.
We're going to get a call from Christian in the small blind for $4 with 8-4 offsuits. Chuck now with the option in position is going to elect to check with queen 8 suited, 8 offsuit, excuse me. Neither player connecting with this flop. Chuck does have a backdoor flush draw if he hits runner runner hearts. He does not.
6 checks.
Now, Christian with a gut shot. And queen high is good here. Unless Christian does decide to want to make a bet here.
6 checks. 5 checks.
Are Sundays usually quiet like this?
Varies.
Looks like we've got a new player joining the table.
Trying to hang in there. Trying to stay alive.
You got your card?
Sorry?
You
Yes,
got
sir.
you got a new player on 7. You want to go by Liam for the feed? What do you want him to call you?
Looks like he's buying in for the max.
Liam, Liam is in seat 7. Bought for 200. If you want, you can buy the button. He's gonna sit on hand. It didn't take your card. Let me get it again.
Just pay
I believe you.
for it. So no, I just might
It's just
hit him at the key, so I'm not put it in the computer yet.
maybe not. I'll leave it here. You had to pay the daily.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Got your card.
Sir.
Now we got a new player on 9 also. He took his, I'll go by Roman for the feed.
Yeah, that's probably
Roman is in seat 9, he bought in for 200. Yep. Alright. So big one. One calls, 2 folds, 3 folds, 4 folds. Five raises to 11. Six folds. 8 calls. 9 folds. 2 players.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Okay, 1 calls. 3 players.
High number next one. Can't see.
Eight checks. 1 checks. 5 checks. 3 players. That's 10. 1 folds. 5 calls. 2 players.
Chuck now rivering a 2-outer for a bigger boat. Bad luck for Adam, who turned trip 4s here.
So Gary, I have two winning. If you know rebuy, they lose it all, they have to come back to get in line.
Okay. It didn't take 7's card. Yep.
Is going to get the bad news.
You pay for your daily. Give me give me. Just $5.
Did you call or fold?
He went all in.
I went all in. He called.
Oh, okay. 5 went all in and 8 called.
Just open it. Okay.
This is full. Over 4 still.
He had it covered.
And you didn't count for the
6 is not in the hand. Eight had 64.
He's counting pretty straight over here.
Yep.
No, it's not with that. His ace is.
Isn't that an ace too?
No,
That's a 4.
I don't know line.
I'm so confused. Top full house versus bottom full house. Yeah.
That's four to do that. Yeah. Fill a corner.
So I make sure. Seven, eights are full. Like, all right.
Yeah, peel it back just a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, he is already clocking.
He's in now?
Yeah, no,
Alright.
he's already. You ready to go? And then I'll have a question.
Button you gotta move.
Button is on seat 7. 8 just got stacked. And I think we got it dead small.
Alright.
I never said he was.
Okay, Gary, bust him out. What seat is that? 8? I got it.
I think you can go to 7. Oh, tournament.
You have to have a turn Gilbert.
Alright, so small big one. And dead button. We got a waiting list now, so I think everyone gets deleted. Folds, 3 folds, 4 folds.
Alright, folks, after a brief intermission, we are now back. Chuck with King 4 suited. He's going to raise it up to $7. Christian with pocket 5s is going to elect a call here.
6 calls, 7.
Roman
folds,
in our small blind is going to
9 calls.
call with Jack 10 suited, and Alex with pocket 7s now is going to also call. We're going to go 4 ways to a flop. King high flop now, Chuck
9 checks.
with the
1
worst
check,
hand, pre-flop now with the best. With top pair
5
is
bets,
going to bet
12.
out for $12.
6 folds.
Roman with a gut shot to a queen does fold.
9 folds.
And Alex pondering a call here. Ultimately does decide to let it go, and Chuck is going to take it down.
You did not give me a receipt, but I paid you. Well, I'm back on the list for
For those of you who are just joining us, those yellow chips on the table are our tip chips for the night.
Blake for the feed. Okay, Blake bought in for 50.
Just to make sure our friend Jackie in the back booth keeps those chip counts nice and accurate. Those yellow chips are $1 each, but they cannot be counted in your stack size, and they cannot be used in the case of an all-in.
Alex, you want to do top?
Yeah, can you change?
You can't use those money.
Oh, it's right. Yeah.
You can hold me, take care of me later.
Yeah, I'll take your load. I got it.
Three folds, 4 folds.
Love, back on you yesterday.
5 raises to 6, 6 folds. 7 folds, 8 folds. 9 folds.
Chuck's going to raise it up with King 3 offsuit to $6. Alex now with the Jack 10
1
suited
calls, 2
does
folds.
elect a call there.
Can you give me change?
Sure.
The girl said they made 600 in 2 hours. I said, I'll take her some.
Alex now flopping top pair with a backdoor flush draw.
One, that's 14.
Chuck with an over. Unfortunately, someone did fold a king. Alex is just going to take it down.
One straddles for 3 on the button.
Looks like we've got a straddle on the button.
Auctions on the small blind folds, 6, 2, 3 calls, 4 folds.
Chuck's going to
5
raise it up again to $11 with Jack 10 this time. Roman waking up with Ace Queen in the 9 seat. Looks like he's just going to elect a call there. It would have been a nice squeeze spot if he felt so inclined.
One calls,
Alex is going to make a call there.
5 players.
And we're going to go 5 ways to a flop with an ace high board now. Roman with the best hand right now. Blake also with a pair of aces. Chuck with a gut shot to the straight. B with a pair of 8s. Looks like most players got a piece of this board except for Alex. This could have some fireworks. Blake in the 8 seat is going to bet his top pair with the backdoor straight draw. $10. Roman makes a quick call with a better kicker. I don't see B folding here. And he does make a call. Chuck will also probably make a call, and he does with the gut shot. An 8 on the turn does give B S. Trick 8s now with the best hand. He does check it quickly, and it checks through to Roman, who looks like he's considering a bet here, and he does bet out for $20. About a fifth of pot right here. B looks like he's considering a check raise. Cuts out raising chips and does min click essentially to looks like $45. Chuck does fold. Blake pondering it all in. Does go ahead and shove it in there for $29, leaving Roman with a question of does he have the best hand with an all-in and a check raise. Does give a call with one remaining ace in the deck to save Blake and Roman from B's 8. Will it hit? I got one outed the other night. Someone had a straight flush on the river when I had Jack's full. Not a fun hand. Unfortunately, it does not hit the one outer, and B does have the best of it. However, a straight does possibly come in here. However, a lot of those straight draws would have probably gotten out of there. Jack 9, 9, 6. He is going to continue betting for some value there, sensing someone's probably got an ace. And Roman is going to make a call, and B is going to rake the one of the biggest pots of the night of $300.
You weigh 69?
All right, Gary, I got you.
You next.
New deal coming in.
When you're ready, come back in.
Wrong way, bro.
Other way. Flex. Flip them around. Yeah, went that way. Unless you're gonna bend the mic back.
Looks like our resident floor flex is coming in to give Gary a little bit of a break after nearly 3 hours of our live stream today.
Yeah, the foam that was on the mic went. fell
Gary,
down on
you've
the
earned that break.
The foam.
Dealing out some big pots, big coolers,
A piece of foam.
and lots of cards.
That is.
What's that?
There we go.
Oh, it's too much lollygagging around this one. You know what will make it better than just collect the money off the top every hour. Yeah, just do it like that. When you come in, he gets whatever.
B now with the biggest stack at the table with 523 after buying in for $200 today.
Okay, one more. Okay, bundle sit you ready?
Good if you have a good credit score on file. Some people call it broke on me. Oh, that's true. I'd rather get enough front if you could. Or by the round. Round of the dealer every half hour.
We've got Chuck now under the gun.
Actions on C5. Fold. 6 call.
Looks like he's a little bit more entranced with the football game than his cards, and that's alright, considering his cards were not that great.
Call $1.
Roman with pocket fours
2 call.
in the 9th seat. High Jack is going to just call, and we're going to go 7 ways to a flop. With 3 clubs, the only person who has a club in their hand is Roman, surprisingly.
3 bet 3.
E with top pair is going to bet out for $3. Tony with top pair and a better kicker. Alex with top pair and a better kicker. Somehow we get the case 9 out on the flop.
9 fold.
Roman is going to fold, the only person with a flush draw.
4 players.
And we're going to go 4 ways to a turn now. Christian with bottom pair. The turn does give Christian 2 pair, however there's 4 to that flush out there, so I would definitely check there as well. Too bad for our friend with the pocket fours, Roman, who folded. He would have had a flush. However, I would never be very confident with a 4 of clubs there.
Check.
Christian with the best hand with 2 pair, 10-3. Is he going to bet any value here?
I got 2 pairs.
1 check.
Looks like we just get a quick check and showdown.
Yeah, no, that's what I was worried about.
I don't blame him there.
Right on.
Wow.
Not a club.
Wow. I didn't take into account. Anyway, mine's any good. I was hoping for a 10 or a 3, so I had a full house in.
I was hoping for another 9, be honest.
And then somebody else get a.
I had 9.
That was for
You could have. Yeah. I'm king.
It wouldn't have changed my action. So still in the club.
Yeah, any club would fire.
No, it's just me. Stuff like that. Okay. I don't want to slow down to get big and win. Yeah, 9 folds. 1 call. 2 fold, 3 fold. 4 check. 5 erase it. 6 total. 7
Ooh,
fold.
we've got
8
Chuck
call.
raising it up. Such a surprise. With
1
10-7
call,
suited.
4 call.
To $6. Cole with the mystery hand is going to elect a call, and we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. With 2 hearts and a queen. Chuck with a flush draw now is going to bet up for another $6.
8 call 6.
Cole looks like we're going to get a call there.
1 fold. 4 fold. 8. Heads up.
Looks like we are heads up to a turn. Another board pairing queen. Chuck continues to fire out with the flush draw. And Cole does let his hand go. Probably fearing that queen.
Go in flex.
Are you ready?
Good deal. You better
Getting a good
put
price.
it out.
Okay. So this cards are too sticky, so you need to make up.
Play with that until you get back to me.
Right there.
Alright, you back. That was not been fun.
Go back.
Okay, you next up.
Those are slippery enough. Like dropped into the tray. Honestly, I don't feel that slippery. We'll see how long it lasts. Yes.
No action. Nobody's making fun of nobody. I'm gonna start making fun of people. Say, no offense. I'm just gonna lie to
Hey, man, we can go back. I got you.
Let it rip.
Cowboys are getting murdered. What was the spread on this? Anybody know?
I think the Ravens favored by like a point or 2.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a road game for them. I don't feel much.
It's a road game for the Ravens. There it goes.
Don't ever let it
Yeah.
just go to you. Me? Yeah. No, not with just 2
7
good
called,
cards.
8 called,
But then you get
9
any card to be good.
folded, 1 called, 2 folded, 3 called, 4 folded, 5 raised to 11.
Chuck's going to raise it up with king at 10 suited to $11.
I,
Now I feel like everybody knows something that I don't.
Pondering a
like
right
a pile
call
of people
here.
in here.
3
He
calls.
does decide to
two
do it, and we're going to go heads up to a flop.
Get a rebate?
You get the whole 5 right here. If I just bet something.
What's that?
I'll check.
He does flop top pair with a great kicker.
Yeah, I got another queen.
3 bets.
He's going to bet it out. Chuck
My kicker
is
is
going
not-
to call for $10.
My kicker is an upside down 6.
Fortunately, the turn is no
5
help
checks.
for him. Another check, another bet,
One more card.
Okay.
and another call
Alright.
for $10.
3 bet 10.
Waiting on a heart.
Check with 3 outs here.
Here's your 9.
I'll check.
Already checked.
I got 2 pair.
B now with top 2 pair is going to take it down.
Good hand.
Good hand.
Oh, I had a 6.
Did you? I'm super glad you didn't play.
Look at them foolish cards that did not
10-6
come
though.
towards the guy.
Oh, yeah, no.
You definitely can't let King 10 suited get in there for $1. Gotta narrow the board a
See,
little
I wish
bit.
he did, because I folded a 6.
See?
5 straddles 5 on the button.
Change your mind, you're not gonna do King Queen?
No, I got this one's really good. Watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a real good name.
Ain't going nowhere, that's for sure.
That 25-pound man or 15-pound.
Actions on small blind.
Has the new people, have the new people bought it?
No. How many purple chips?
We've got Liam in the 7 seat now with pocket jacks. Looks like he's going to raise it up
Raises to
to
15.
$15. Cole, though, in the
Missing count?
8 seats, just going to smooth call with $27 behind. We're going to get a raise from Roman with pocket 10s.
Those dudes are left now.
This hand could get spicy. He's going to raise it up to 30. Alex, DJ, and B are going to let it go.
1, 2, 3. How many you have on table right now?
Tony with 5-3 offsuit. Looks like he's pondering a call here,
Sorry.
30 to you.
but he might just not realize the action's on him.
You were just complaining it was going slow.
Now I'm in the fucking complaint.
And he does fold. Chuck, who straddled for $5,
Definitely not customer service.
is going to let it go.
Folds.
And Christian's also going to. We're going to go 3 ways
7 calls.
to
8
a
calls.
flop.
3 players.
Surprisingly, Cole with aces does just call here with $12 behind. 3 ways to a flop with Cole having 70% equity here. Does hit an ace on the flop. Our 2 other players drawing essentially dead to runner.
15. 8 goes all in
Liam
for
could have bet out for
less.
$15 and Cole's all in for 12.
9 calls.
It would be hard for Roman to make a fold here for an additional $15 into the pot when there's already so much going in. We've got a side pot now of $6 with more action to come between our jacks and our 10s. A 9 comes, pairing the board and giving Cole top vote.
7 bets 20.
Liam continues to fire, unafraid of the board pair or the ace. So we get a call from Roman with 2 outs for the river to get the side pot. Does not hit. Liam does elect to check here when the flush draw comes in. Shows the jacks, gets the bad news.
He's got the side.
And Cole is going to get a full triple up for nearly a $200 pot here. Or excuse me, he's going to be making about $100 off this hand. The side pot will be going to Liam.
I'm not joking.
Crush that, man.
Yeah, there's no way I'm staying in.
Entry tight, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'll
2 3
open
clubs,
it up.
2 or 3 clubs would have won that pot. Or reduce the clubs.
Yeah, if you could do that river with 9-4 and better than we're doing.
You know, if I do, then I'm a delinquent.
It could have been close.
I mean, at this point, I'm about to just start playing any good.
Oh, wait, is that what we're supposed to do? Okay.
Yes.
Hey,
Y'all absolutely should.
Still got the Super Bowl.
you roll it back, he absolutely did. Y'all gonna play this one back. You need to.
Just your average delusional calculation.
I play every hand play for $1.
Like every year, y'all think y'all gonna win.
Sounds good when it says 5, raises
There's very
specific.
few Cowboy fans. I think they're gonna win every year. It's just
That's a good ring to it.
sells.
Gotta be any good card.
9 goes all in for 10.
I'll give you action.
1
Dark,
falls,
did you look?
2
Was it
folds,
worth 10?
You want me to lie to
3
you?
folds, 4
I did.
folds.
Don't matter to me.
We've got
$10.
Roman all in for $10 with King 6 suited.
6 folds.
Already slim considering Alex is king, and Cole is a king with a better kicker.
Stop buying them, man.
It's to you. Or 8
Way out of
folds.
the pocket.
We are going to go 3 ways to a flop, with action still to come between Alex and Chuck. Ace high flop, second pair for Alex, and a backdoor flush draw. Checks around, trips now for Alex. Confident of the best hand, he is going to bet out for $5. I don't imagine we're going to find a call here.
Once or twice, man.
Unfortunately, Roman is drawing dead. All in. Gets the bad news. Dude does decide to run it twice. Unfortunately, still no good.
Trying to make sure you didn't have ace 10 there.
Hey, welcome back.
Comes in quick enough.
I know, man. You're playing the game. I'm like, alright.
Could be voted out already.
Exactly. I was like,
Check your card.
Not right now.
Coming in on the big line.
Adam. And how much do you have this time? 105.
that's what I said.
One folds. 2
Oh, we got it.
raises
Oh
to
my
10.
gosh, I feel like that never happened.
Vegas needs a spread. Close good.
We've got B under the gun plus 2 with ace 10. DJ is going to raise it up to $10 with pocket 8s. He's going to come along with
3
2
calls, 4
overs.
folds, 5
Tony
folds.
is going to let it go.
6 folds, 7 folds.
Looks like we're going to go
Folds. 9 folds.
heads up to a flop.
2 player.
Essentially a coin flip here. King high flop now. DJ is going to check,
Way behind.
and so was B.
2 checks, 3 checks.
You got an ace? I got a pair.
B does river a 10, but I imagine we'll get to showdown without any betting, and we do. Not a surprise there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
You're allowed. Hey, shouldn't we be starting a tournament an hour ago?
If we had any people for it.
Breaks my heart.
No, it's all stop playing on. I should just go for a turn.
I'm just pissed off we're too dumb to
Lose $25
film more than one football game. Out of the 4 or 5 that are going right now.
I don't still understand that.
This is good line.
It can be fun, but I gotta be mood for it.
Super small ones.
Oh,
That's one team.
I want to see Dallas Baltimore, but there's other games too. And I've got 3 TVs in front of me.
So we can play against people that play 2 napkins.
We've got DJ
Three
in
calls.
the under the gun
Four.
with ace
hurries
7
back to
suited.
table.
Tony
Four,
now
fold
picking
this
up
time.
pocket queens just in time back for that. Is gonna raise it up to looks like $12. That was some good timing over there, Tony. You've been quiet for a while. Chuck's gonna give a nice little call with King Jack.
8 calls, 9 folds.
Alex
One
now with
calls,
pocket fives is
2
gonna come along.
3 calls.
Always gotta call. Sorry.
And B is going to call. We're gonna go 5 ways to a flop. Not really what you're wanting with pocket
5
queens,
players.
Aces.
but only 1 over so far for our friends. So it's a great flop for him. No one's got a 7.
1 checks, 3 bets.
B's now gonna bet out with his 4. Imagine Tony's going to make a nice little raise here.
At least
Well,
double.
it's gotta be 24.
4 raised to 24.
He does, and
5
then click it.
folds.
Chuck lets it go.
8 folds.
And so
1
does
folds,
Cole.
2 players.
Alex does as well. B is
I'm trying to think if
Yeah.
I'm bigger than history.
He folds.
gonna let it go, and Tony's gonna take down the pot without much competition.
Less than
two
double
overs?
raise.
I have a
was
card.
intimidating.
He had no return.
I was afraid he had 70, but this is funny to play him like a 6-7 hours.
Alright, now that's why I thought you were doing it. I almost re-raised.
I had queens. You couldn't have gotten top.
No?
Not queens.
Yeah.
I mean, I can put you on a 7 maybe, but
If I'm re-raising there,
maybe.
I'm only re-raising or folding. I can't just call.
That's right.
Wait. Fives?
1-1.
That's the last time I pulled this. Every time I pulled
Sevens have, look, sevens have been real hot.
I know they have. I pulled
And
seven
I have
deuces
played them
spots.
twice. I have played bullshit because I had a 7, but nothing. And I'm like, okay, dummy. Quit being my grandma, like a black cat, and fucking, oh, that's not how it works. Because 7s are for a minute, bro, just hitting every time.
So if you show me I should play D7.
3 folds.
Yes.
I'll raise
4
it.
bets.
Yeah, so you can tell me too, by
12.
the way, because I played 70s.
I played king 7, and I played ace 7.
5
A couple of
calls.
days ago, I had queens and all.
We have got
A set of kings.
Calls.
Tony raising it up to $12 with ace king suited. Chuck's gonna come along with pocket 8s. Christian's gonna come along with king jack.
9 folds.
Like, I'm sorry, man. You should probably
DJ picking up pocket queens here in the big blind.
1 call.
Nice 3-bet. Could be a good idea here.
2 calls.
But he does elect just a call, and we're going to go 5 ways to a flop with 2 pocket pairs and lots of paint cards.
5 players.
7, 8 hearts, baby.
Ace high board, unfortunately, for our pocket queens. Always doesn't fail when you have ace, kings, or queens, and ace comes out on the flop. Alex is going to bet out for $12 with his ace. Pocket queens, let it go. Ace king now for Tony. Gonna raise it up, looks like, to $35.
35. 5 folds. 6 folds.
Chuck lets his pocket 8s go, and Christian does fold his gut shot.
1 calls.
Alex now, considering a call with 3 outs. Tony does hit top 2 on the turn. Alex drawing dead. After a check, Tony is pondering his option here.
That's about right.
Tony is all in for $324.
I think with the new rules they can only do it like 2 times in a row.
Over
I don't know.
bet jam here. Alex looks like he's seriously pondering a call.
323.
It's going to definitely put him all in, as Tony has him more than covered.
You have to announce it.
I think it's short one. But yeah.
For the regular kickoff, yeah. They don't do like a normal kickoff.
Nice, it's good here.
They're nice.
I'll call bullshit on that one.
You're short.
Good bet.
He folded.
Does let it go, and Tony's going to take it down.
I was way behind. King David mattered.
I think I missed twice.
King saved me money though.
We can have alternate. So no rebagger.
Did I give you that? Did you call that back in? No?
I don't think you did.
Okay. I mean, I just saw it. I didn't know if I was in that group. All right, I'll take pocket kings this time.
Gary, our resident dealer, is back in the
I'll
box.
take a king on the flop this time.
Welcome back, Gary.
Give me king, queen. Hard dice.
That's all I was trying to get.
Well, my luck has run out.
I was like, you know, if you could just give me aces and two players kings, I'd appreciate it.
And Robin's here since 4.
4 folds, 5 folds, 6 folds, 7 calls, 8 calls, 9 folds, 1 folds, 2 checks, 3 checks, 4 players.
We're going to go 4 ways to a flop with a limped pot. Three diamonds, no diamonds in the player's hand.
Checks. 7 checks, 8
E with the
checks.
best hand here with middle pair. Does
players.
check around. King comes out, giving DJ a gut shot to the straight.
7
Hole with a
checks,
pair
8
of
checks,
4s. Still checks around. B now with still the best hand with
2 checks, 3
third
checks,
pair. Is now going to bet out for $5
7 folds, 8 folds.
and is going to get the good news. He wins.
Oh, what a balance.
What a balance.
I feel like this game has been on 7 hours.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like that? Okay.
Now that guy's gone, the very first hand of the stream, when me and him got in that hand, I got pocket aces.
Oh, really?
I flopped ace 6-6.
You know, those guys are super rich guys.
Really? Yeah.
That one guy's wearing like a $20,000 watch.
5 calls,
I'm on it, I can't see.
I saw his watch.
6
He said I
calls,
live at Boca Raton.
7 folds,
So like,
8
we went fishing in
calls,
Montana, I'm like, oh. But for the loot that dude left with, his buddy lost. So
9 folds,
I didn't have a big windfall.
1 folds, 2 calls.
You're gonna make it 11.
He's there. Probably. More than likely.
No, you
Oh, I'm sorry. Check.
3 checks, 4 checks.
You're the only one under there?
I got 5 players. Oh, no, you're right, 6 players.
Come on, man, catch the ball.
Check.
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 3 checks, 4 checks, 5 checks. 6 bets, 6.
Go, boy. Go, big boy.
8 folds. Two folds. Three folds, four folds. Five calls, two players. Five checks. Six bets six. Five calls.
Check in the door.
Five checks in the dark.
All right, check's good for
You
you.
bet sports.
Six also checked.
I used to have what some would call a problem. I don't even watch sport. Like, it drives me crazy that it's.
That's a great way.
The whole time I'm sitting here, I'm like, you know what would be cool is if Goodfellas was on right there. I don't watch any kind of sports at all.
There's the poker house I played at in
Anybody need anything?
There'd be guys that come in.
Yeah, take a water, dude.
It'd be like a NBA game, and they'd have like
Two waters.
playoffs of it. Like it was so bad.
Dude, it is.
Are you big? And they're over here playing
Yes.
1-2.
And I
with,
can't
like,
even imagine, back then, there was none of this online shit.
Right.
You
You
had
had
a
a bookie.
And, you know, I wouldn't see him
I really miss online poker.
unless I owed him like a G,
Still out there.
or he wouldn't see me.
Still out there.
Is it? You can use a VPN.
I don't trust it. I've never trusted it.
I was betting the UK game a lot yesterday because they just have those little folding prop bets like, oh, is Kentucky going to pass a 50-yard line this drive?
No, I can't sports bet. Raise.
Yeah, dude. So I just, I was at my nephew's birthday
Six
party.
bets, 15, seven folds, eight calls.
This was a long time ago, before the internet shit. And I'm out in the car listening to the sports on XM radio. Because I'm sweating on these games. And I'm
One
like,
calls, two folds, three folds,
too much.
four folds,
Blackjack and
five
sports bet.
folds.
Blackjack was just so bad.
Yeah. I
What is fun?
can't play blackjack. It's just a frustrating game.
What is more fun than blackjack?
When I did it for the first time down in Peru, it was, I think the mid was like $2.50 a hand, something like that.
Wait, 250?
No, $2.50. Because it was like
Six bets,
$5
15.
in their currency and the conversion rate.
Three calls. One folds, two players. Six bets, 20. Eight calls. Two players. Six bets, 20.
Ace king hit.
Raises to
Ace
40.
king hit, huh? Now I'll pay to see what you got.
Six calls.
I hung in there on that. I don't think I'd have got to the river.
Yeah, I was scared.
I tried literally not to do that. My hand's not even close to it.
Alright, $5
And
button
River
straddle.
River to win that. Turn River.
Runner, runner.
Yeah, run around, thank you.
Got 5 in already, bro.
Wait, it ain't in there.
So I need to make it 12.
Well, this makes me a real
Well, you got
glass
one
eye. What's worth it to me?
Definitely probably better player.
If I can't afford to lose it, then I don't know.
This keeps me from getting 11 to buy you. so it's really cheaper.
True.
Actions on the small blind. Five calls. Six calls. Seven raises to 15. Eight, nine, fold. One, two, three, fold.
That's punishing.
Go for it.
Yeah, call in.
Oh,
Four folds.
I'm gonna call.
Five calls.
Like a check.
Oh, that's right.
Six calls.
We got 3 of us?
Three players.
I've got nothing but garbage and nothing but garbage counts. I think this is 2 points.
Check.
Check.
Five checks, six checks. Seven, that's 20. Six calls, seven folds, two players.
Check.
Five checks,
high. I'm 30.
seven, that's 30.
Well, they're making it close.
Yeah, they're making it interesting. If they hadn't gone for 16 two-point conversions, they'd be a lot closer.
I thought they missed a 2-point.
They missed both of them.
How'd they get to 18?
They had 12 before.
Yeah, they went for
Where you at?
two-point conversion twice.
Five folds.
They just went for field goals. They went for field goals, so 2 points. You lost.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're gonna be down by
Aren't they the ones that has that monster tanker?
yeah. But they're trying to get 2-point conversions, so they're so far down.
No, if they went to 2 extra points instead of 2 points, I think it was 27.
Oh, okay.
They was getting blowed out. Look at these bookies. How did these bookies go?
They do.
Earlier when I
Good
asked,
call. Biggest call.
earlier when I asked, I said, what's the spread? And they said, what? And it was
They always hit it
ludicrous.
within like, it's always.
They did a little onside spinning kick. You already knew that. Biggest call.
$5
Can't do it.
I'll tell you how you know when you don't ever bet against when it's got a half a point.
So if he gives you money,
Those half a points have murdered me all through my life.
balance is not right on the bank.
But a dude told me the other day, this card game I go to, there's a big bookmaker there, and he told me, I don't know if it was this year or last year, if you'd have just loaded up on every home team, just took home teams across the board, like through half the year or whatever, you would have just crushed. And my old man on my life site, home field is a touchdown, which it's not. Billy Walters says it's 2.5 points.
Yeah.
And Billy Walters knows.
Actions on the small blind. Seven calls.
Now you're terrible defense. That's the inside.
You're right. 6 calls, 7 calls, 8 calls. 9 folds, 1 calls, 2 calls, 3 folds, 4 folds.
Their kicker is just unreal.
Andy's got the best last name I ever put on a jersey.
Aubrey.
5.
Angry?
Oh,
5
Angry is the
checked his
punter.
option.
Oh, the punter.
5 was the straddle.
Oh, that's tough.
It's like, Furious.
Hold, block in the back, receiving team, number 51,
Inga.
10-yard penalty to spot the flag.
man.
Oh.
6 checks, 7 checks. 8 checks. 1, that's 25. Two folds, 5 calls.
25?
Yes. 6 calls, 7 folds, 8 folds. 3 players.
Check.
6 checks. 1 checks. 5 checks.
Check.
6 checks. 1 checks. 5 checks.
2 pairs, 3 kings.
King Queen burn.
Seems to be whenever I pull the ace, it gets it.
Usually I was playing king, queen. I got my fucking king runner on it. Sunday fun.
So very enthusiastic.
This makes tomorrow's fucking Monday.
Everyone here have jobs?
I do.
Oh.
King of spades exposed. King of spades will be the burn. Nine folds, one folds, two calls, three folds, four folds.
Is there, you still got
Are
30
you
seconds?
seriously playing for $1? No, I got home. I gotta get on that.
I was gonna throw it.
Calls.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm not trying to be in your business.
Seven checks, eight checks. Five players.
Oh, slip.
Seven, bro. Crazy. Oh yeah. Seven's crazy.
Seven checks. Eight bets, five. Two folds.
They were saying sevens came out a lot. weren't they?
Five folds. Six folds.
Power bet.
Better than me.
What was the button?
I think it was on me.
It's on you, yeah. It was small. I know.
Almost dragon shit. It was
Tried pretty hard to punch that out, didn't he?
Two sevens. Well, seven deuce.
They come out as long as I don't have them.
Yeah.
So if you see them, no, I don't have them.
What are you doing there?
he has to turn it in, face up.
Oh man, that was the card I needed too.
Nine of clubs exposed, nine of clubs to burn. And one folds, two folds, three folds, four folds. Five raises to 10. Six folds, seven folds, eight calls. Nine raises
In
to
the game?
30.
2.5 minutes.
225, yeah.
Five calls. Eight folds, two players.
You took it to 30? Good luck.
That's 35, five folds.
Wanted to have like some like a 75 yarder to tie it. Send that guy out there, see what he can do.
9, bet 35.
Yeah, nothing to lose. 4 seconds on the clock or whatever. Just like let him lose.
What about the record?
68, I think.
Is that what it is?
Something like that. It's close to that.
I mean, that's
67 maybe. Something like that.
Last I had known, it was like 65.
Yeah, somewhere in
And
there.
two guys had it, Elam and some other guy older. Further back.
He broke it but in preseason, which doesn't count. But he hit a 60. Oh, he hit a 68 yarder. So the record, yeah, is probably 65. But doesn't count.
Tucker had that one against the Lions, didn't he? A couple years ago.
Yeah.
1-1. I think that was the record.
I'm adding on.
Oh,
Back to 120. Or not 120, I'm adding on to 200, so.
so you have 200 now?
Yep.
C1 now is 200.
You got to put him on the list, yeah.
Yes. C1 bought more chips, he has 200 now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Oops. Remember that. The burn came out, went back. 2 folds, 3 folds.
Oh, I thought it was gonna still have some.
1 exposes his hand.
Keep it.
No, I'm not.
I would keep it.
Keep it. What if you flop ace queen queen?
What was it? King what?
No king.
No.
Yeah,
What was it?
hey, if you don't know, that's good. 4 folds.
But one of them days, I guess.
one of those days.
So nobody over there's playing
Nope.
that has cards. No. 25.
5 decks, 25. 6 folds, 7 folds.
I think this is where you
8
saw that one, Jack.
folds,
Sure,
9
glad I'm up in here.
folds.
Well, no, if the table's seen it, I want to say that's fine. But as long as y'all don't have cards, it don't matter to me.
Everything's okay?
Yeah. Let's see what it was. I thought it was exposed.
Any
You gotta
calls?
show it if it wasn't exposed.
2 players.
I didn't see it, so I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, anybody else with cards probably could have.
Right.
But let's play this trigger.
thought everybody
Let's play this
As far as
trigger.
actually, it was a
I
king.
thought if
That's-
anybody saw their.
I lied earlier. There was a
Yeah,
king.
it really was a
Whatever,
king.
whatever it is.
35.
1 decks, 35. 5 calls.
Oh my gosh, for some.
Definitely a king.
Definitely not a king.
1 checks. 5 goes all in. 4. No, it's 47.
47 more.
You know, it's just 47.
Oh yeah. I feel like you're asking my king if you had a king problem. Holding free.
Yeah, you were gonna fold too, didn't you?
Okay.
1 fold.
Something telling me. I'm gonna have to watch that one back.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that one back too.
Absolutely. By the way, I showed ace queen off.
Appreciate it. I just didn't know who all seen.
No, you're good.
So
you're
when he
good.
says exposed, if there's other players that are going to be in,
I
everybody should be able to see it. But
trust
since
me.
it was just you and I, it was all right. But
I
if anybody else
absolutely
plays, I
understand why
wouldn't be
you asked.
comfortable with
I
that.
think if the dealer exposes it, it's one thing, but
No,
if
it
the
don't
player
matter.
does,
It don't matter who's exposed. When it's exposed and somebody's seen
Yeah,
it,
I'd
have
always heard-
action,
Yeah.
I'd always heard that you're
it
you're
swings
supposed
that
to.
way.
All players at the
That's
table
my
should get the same
thought.
information.
so you're supposed, he's supposed to leave them up then?
If somebody that's in live action, in my opinion, that
Flex is
has
right
live
there, we
action.
can ask him.
Flex, what do you think? What happened? His
I thought it
hand
was a
got
misdeal, so I
exposed,
flipped.
He exposed his own cards.
Correct.
and then he turned it back over, and he
Where's
said
the
hand
action?
exposed.
What?
Where's the action?
Over here, use the blind.
I was out of turn.
It was before the action start.
It was pre-flop.
It was pre-flop. Can they see it?
Yeah.
Some people saw
Yeah.
it.
Yes, they saw
Yeah,
it.
everybody has to see it.
Okay.
I'm saying if there was a chance that somebody who had action could see it, it has to be exposed. But seeing it was just heads up,
Yeah.
I was good with it. But just my
1-1.
I wouldn't have pressed it.
Yes.
It worked out.
Your king.
Huh?
So
No,
that
I
king-
didn't have
He
a
didn't
king
have
at
a
all.
king.
I didn't have a king.
Baltimore just intercepted. That was the other promotion was. Or Dallas intercepted or something.
Maybe it rolled back.
3 folds.
I'm definitely playing over rolling my pot back.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I'm sorry.
4 folds. 5 raises to 6. 6 folds. 7 folds. 8 calls. 9 folds. 1 calls. 2 folds.
Is that clock right? 7:42?
Yeah.
You got close.
Why do you have 8:44 players?
I don't know.
Turn the clock
I got
back
8:42.
6 months ago or something.
1 checks. Time you 5.
Check.
5 checks.
You said it was
8 checks.
You live in a different time
Well,
zone?
this is an Eastern time zone.
I say 4 players is 3 players.
Where are you from?
I don't know what I do.
Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. From Alabama.
Just reflex, I go grab
You
it.
live in Alabama right now?
We're good.
Oh, you said you
One
was at your
checks.
house.
Yeah.
Long way out.
Yeah, my folks live in the area too, so
5,
kind of
that's
keep an eye on
15.
It's a,
my dad's 94. Just a bag of bones right now.
8 calls, 1 calls, 3 players still.
So where are you from here?
No, my brother lives here, and then my folks moved here because they're getting old and needed somebody to help them out.
1 checks, 5 checks. 8 bets, 10. 1 calls, 5 folds.
Who's got it?
Jack.
Ah, hell yeah, bro.
We're just one jack off, bro.
I'm always back off.
I got a quarter break coming.
that's from a while ago. I don't think I gave you
Thank you.
the card dog.
There are card gods?
3.
100%.
3.
What is the straddle? 3?
What are you guys?
Back here. The other guy's turn.
One guy straddled the 3, got kings. I straddled, got shit. Next guy straddled, got aces.
Whoop!
I didn't see that.
I sure as hell don't want it.
I didn't see it.
Anyone see it?
Everyone's paying attention, so I don't.
Take it back, well, it's just one bucket. Get it done.
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's all light, but
You may get the other 2, it's gonna come 2, 2, 8.
Jerry turned one over on me yesterday, it was 6, and my damn card was 6. I'm like, you're gonna give me a 6, give me 2 of them.
One turn to the
Yeah,
I don't want that either.
I saw that one.
I don't want that
It's
either.
exposed.
Yeah. Is there a breeze?
that's how he hit my hand.
Alright, everybody do this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Get back.
This could have been the deal. I got pocket aces.
Yeah.
Correction over the,
Too many voices in the head.
Yeah. Almost 3 in a row.
Close. We went 3 for 3 somehow.
Well, I mean, when the player sticks his hand out, that one's not on me either. It's only,
Stupid fucking players.
I know, right? All right.
Poker players can't do nothing right now.
2 and 3 fold, 4 folds.
6.
5 raises to 6. 6 and 7 fold. 8 calls. 9 folds.
Well, I'm not even nice. 9 plays 10.
1 calls. 3 players.
Is that a donation?
Check.
5 checks. 8 checks. 1 checks. 3 players.
$6.
5 bets. 6. 8 folds. 1 folds.
Fun's good.
You get all the white chips back.
No.
Little boomerang.
Two's the hardest spot to deal to, partly because one sees his card shows up and he just goes for it. And so, like, one's hands tend to be doing stuff. Plus, if you're right-handed dealing to the left, it's harder too. Like, these ones are the easiest. Well, honestly, from 4 around to 9 is pretty easy.
I'll try and stay out of your way.
Oh, yeah. You should have waited to ask me that. We could have. We could have done a misdeal after I dealt to everybody.
Well, Lamar, it seems like just yesterday he was quarterbacking for us.
Yeah.
They suck. But I'm a Kentucky fan, so. This is a rough couple of years for Kentucky fans.
They always beat you well, though. Even when they're bad. Action number 5.
What we can do here.
5 bets, 6 folds, 7 folds, 8 calls, 9 folds, 1 folds, 2 calls, 3 folds, 4 folds, 4 folded.
My Niners lose? Come on, man.
Did they? Five checks. Eight, that's 5. 2 calls, 5 calls. 3 players.
You're gonna buy him back in, you better try and put him on the list before the other guy.
5 checks. 8 checks. 2 checks. 3 players.
25.
5 bets, 25. 8 folds, 2 folds.
One's good.
That's it.
Whatever. The motor's officially worn off.
That's all my
6 calls, 7 calls, 8 calls. 9 folds. 1 calls. 2 raises to 15, 3 folds. 4 folds.
Sevens are good for everybody. I mean, actually, they're good for me when I fold.
5 calls.
So they're good against you too, right?
I really haven't figured that out.
6
I haven't had a
folds.
hand where I lost.
7 calls. 8 folds. 1 call. 4 players.
Check.
5 checks. 7 checks. 1 checks. 2 bets. 50. 5 folds. 7 folds.
All in.
1 goes all in.
You got,
Once twice.
2
I got twice.
2 calls.
Oh, man. You got a what?
2 pair. Pocket pair.
Twice 6.
You got it covered anyway.
172. You're correct.
50.
Alright, just put it out there, don't figure it out.
Throw it twice.
Yeah, 150.
There's slow bladder rank twice. Got one
That's it.
twice.
Yeah, twice, yeah.
I'm talking to her. What was that? And this is yours too, right?
One more. We only got room.
Unless you go by line.
Unless you hit a 5, 5, 10, or run a runner.
9 jack.
140
Good
total.
strength. Spin it.
Oh, these two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's only forward to 10, right?
There it is. 10s and 7s. Trip 7.
So this is yours, right?
Yeah.
So we
So
take
it's
this
just
back.
gonna chop.
Chop this. Yeah. Yours is fine.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah, they-
Because you had the extra.
chop.
Up, you know.
10, 6, that's
So-
5.
Say run it twice, turn and river.
Because when you ran
Wherever it
twice,
is.
Oh, okay.
But if it's all pre-flop, you would have 2 flops,
Yeah.
2 whole runs.
Yeah, I would run it twice anyway because I was behind.
See the turn, and it's just
She wants you guys to count up your chips.
Okay. And I always offer right twice.
I like to run twice, even if you give them a header.
Yeah, you want that money, bro.
Yeah.
Want my stack now or after?
I got a.
I think with the total, you want after they get their chips, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, your new
That's
cup.
bad, bro.
bad move.
I see one has 204.
168.
I see 2 has 168.
I was going home.
I'm not gonna lie, I better give you that. You can't believe what?
They were beating the shit out of Rams at one
Well,
point.
the Rams' whole team's hurt too.
Turn around.
7 calls, 8 calls. 9
After that
calls.
fucking turn, me too.
1 calls. 2 calls, 3 calls, 4 calls,
All right. There we
5,
go.
Oh, that's close.
And we caught.
9
7
players.
3 in there. 7.
Close to it.
You know what? Just say
Oh,
7
seven's
then you got
good
the-
right now.
This is the first. You boned up with 7 on the bottom board too.
Right.
We're going
Alright.
to that's a fair
good.
spot.
I need a 7.
Me too.
Jack,
Everything but.
Check. Check.
Check. In a round.
So far. Here's check. 8 checks, 9 checks.
10. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I have equity, guys. I'm sorry. I have to.
2 bets, 10,
have
3
to.
folds.
I have to.
Lot, but
Decision.
you know what's gonna happen? A hand like this gets me drawn in. I call 10.
4
and then
folds,
turn gets you out.
Drawn in.
5 calls, 6 calls, 7 calls, 8 folds, 9 calls,
Yeah.
1 folds.
He folded the 7. Here comes all the 7s.
Don't you dare do it. Oh, I thought you were about to shove. I was like,
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
got
no,
cards. I was like,
No.
you better shove.
5 players,
Like, bro.
Check.
So you wanna have that
5
in a while.
checks,
Chick's good.
6 checks, 7 checks, 8 checks, 2
shrink
checks, 5 players,
35.
5 bets, 35. Six folds, 7 folds.
Oh, here we go.
9 goes all in.
Now we found the row again.
You folding anything?
After he shoved.
Exactly.
No, before he shoved.
131 is correct. 2 folds. Five folds.
He might let you.
What did he shove?
Four, five.
5 for sure.
Get in.
Did you have a dry kid?
I can't say.
That's queen 10.
Good fold. Save $10, maybe more.
Well, I mean, 3 cards and 5 dollars. That's money. I got king.
$5
My
button
root
spread
board.
on 6 bags.
Drop on my team.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Where's the 7 at? The one time. I had 8, 9 students. I was like, 5, 6, 7, 4.
Only thing I was thinking, please don't outkick me. I had no
Yeah,
kicker.
you're like, you're gonna show me like,
Dude, I saw you like on this. I was like,
no,
I didn't know
I was
the
even
way
on
he
the
does that
stacks.
card.
Yeah. Damn, I wish I had cards. Like, don't you fucking do it. Like, oh yeah.
So they go too cheap.
Yeah, the good old fucking. Actually,
6 folds, 7 calls, 8 calls, 9 calls, 1 folds, 2 folds, 3 folds, 4 folds, 5 raises to 25 total. 7 folds. 8 calls. 9 calls. 3 players.
How late was y'all here last night?
4 o'clock. So not long after you left. You left at 2?
I didn't even
Checks. 9 checks.
Oh, he did got the very end.
focusing so hard on two hands here.
He did, he still lost. He should have
5
all
bets,
in with
25.
that.
I had this too, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll Jackson. It's probably a fold.
Yeah,
8
Redeal
folds.
it, the fucking flop comes Jack 6-6. I was like, I know it wasn't gonna be
You're
right,
right.
but
9 folds.
Just feels.
it feels like you fucking Alex. I know you did, but
It's like 2 or 3 nights ago. I was already on that table and I'm under the gun. He deals me. First card goes around. I didn't look at it. He deals the second card. It flips over to the piece.
It's not Jack, they say they were song, nice ship.
And I didn't look at the other card.
Sweet sounds coming down.
Go back.
And then on the night ship, and it says Jack's. No, it's not. They're way off.
it was
Way
on
off.
this middle table and we
Way
were
off.
playing small blue one. Guy to my left had like 16, 17 and 1-1. We started playing bomb hots and we were able to play yellow.
We got baby oil. We can't be.
For like 3 hours.
I should have said that like 3 hours ago. Why is this whole thing up?
Basically just didn't give a fuck. He was just flipping 100 at a time. And he was getting there so fucking
You run good, you run good.
He gave a lot back, but still. He still cashed out.
9 folds. 1 folds. 2 folds. 3 calls. 4 calls.
Make it easy.
5
Oh,
raises.
look at
it
him.
easy.
Such a
Make it
sweet
easy.
guy. I always love Louisiana.
No,
6 calls. 7 raises to 10.
Oh, shit.
8 calls.
Now we're in the Cubs jersey. Cubs in their raising.
3 folds.
Fucking Cubs fan. How much?
10.
I wouldn't even call with this hand, but I know it's going to get there.
4 calls. 5 calls.
And if it does,
6
it's going
calls.
to be like carry.
5 players.
Do it, Gary. Bam! Boom! Ha! Oh, there you go.
Somebody will.
I was trying to do the Rob Riggle noise.
Bam! You bet again?
$15.
7 calls. Or no, 7 bet 15. 8 called.
I mean, I can get 2 cards in the game.
4 folds. 5 folds. 6 calls. 3 players. Seven bets 25. Folds.
The last 3 months?
Calls.
No,
2 players.
What time we stop?
40 more minutes.
It seems like an odd ending time.
Well, 1 to 4
7
hours.
checks. 6 bets 35.
45 minutes.
We can go ahead.
I'm good. You good for 1 hour? 45 is good.
Call.
7 calls.
Straight. Straight. Get out of bitch. Yeah, he's 7.
Good hand, sir.
I mean, bro. A7? That should be nuts. Should be 7, 7, 8.
Just the ace and six.
So I wasn't. Because I had no money. That's it. Oh, man.
I like the string goes on for like 40 minutes.
I mean, the game's gonna still 3 minutes.
Guys, if y'all want to come over and eat and take a 10-minute break, that's fine. There's 40 minutes left on the stream. We can just have everyone in mass go take a break and eat. or it's up to you guys.